Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase. Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people. You can watch us every day 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello and welcome. It is gorgeous to have you on company. I hope you really Oh, we're starting off already. It is the Late Show. My name's Rae Carpenter, with you all the way through until 10 o'clock. It's a Sunday. It's competition night. Oh, yes. Massive Late Show for you tonight with us here at the Late Show. Myself and Dan and the team, all the way with you through 10 o'clock. And gorgeous Gem Hawkes is with us. She's got 2 fantastic kits that she's worked with. First kit, big Imperial Jasper cabs.
So beautiful. I've had so many people asking me what the cabochons are. I did put a tiny bit of a sneaky peek on during the week and everybody's asked, and I've been so good and I haven't spilt the beans, but here you have it.
They
Imperial
are beautiful.
Jasper, and
Have
they
a
are
look at them.
stunning.
They are honestly beautiful vintage Art Nouveau designs, antique copper bronze. Oh, look at the wire with these colours, Gem. They are beautiful. Oh, I'm glad that we're showing that huge cabochon actually, because that is the beautiful, beautiful ring that we'll be demoing for. Well, I say we, Gem will be demoing for you in our little, in our first masterclass for you from 7 o'clock tonight. Really looking forward to it. I have to say that those cabochons are some of the most incredibly enticing colours in our Jasper that I've seen.
I wholeheartedly agree. I love Jaspers, I love agates for the variances that you have in those two gemstones, but this for me is the absolute pinnacle. There's a reason they've called it Imperial.
Yeah,
it's absolutely stunning.
They're beautiful, aren't they? And the wire, it's so complementary. The colour of that antique bronze copper wire. I can tell just from looking at the jewellery that you've loved working with it.
Totally, absolutely. Sometimes when you receive a kit and you open it, you just instantly fall in love with the pieces that you're given, and you have an idea straight away. Sometimes you don't, but sometimes you're making it in your mind the second you see them. And I was.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Vintage Art Nouveau looks coming your way with Gem from 7 o'clock. Now, it is a bit of a big night for you here at Jewellery Maker, because we've got for you, and I will show you this. So tonight, we've got a competition for you to essentially win £70 towards coming to a Jewellery Maker workshop. So there is a voucher in here, and one of you will be the lucky winners of this tonight. So we've got this here for you. This is £70 towards your attendance at one of our fabulous Jewellery Maker workshops. You'll be able to choose which one you want to come to. That is going to be given away at the end of the late show tonight. Now, to be eligible to win this voucher, you're going to have to answer 3 questions tonight. The first question comes up in the 6 o'clock hour, in this hour. The second comes up for you in the 7 o'clock hour. No question in the 8 o'clock hour, because we've got a minute to win it, and it is jam-packed, literally full to the brim 60 minutes for you. So we're not going to step out of that for you. So the third question will be in the 9 o'clock, bang on 9 o'clock at the third question. So you answer all 3 questions at home, and then after the third question's been asked, that's when you send your entries in. You'll have half an hour from 9 o'clock until 9:30 to send in your entries. I'll tell you so much more about that. But shall we get the first question? Shall we? Shall we do the first question? Okay, let's do our first question. Now, in which year, because obviously it is Wimbledon, it's taking place at the minute. They don't play on a Sunday, so we just thought we would ask first question of our competition. In which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? You've got all the way until just after 9 o'clock to find out that. Don't message in. Don't message in until you've got all 3 questions. Keep that there to yourself. Good luck on that question. Good luck. Now, let me tell you what's going on within our hours for you. So we've got Miss It, Miss Out coming your way. Then we've got the most beautiful Art Nouveau designs coming up with Gem and showing us how to make that huge cabochon look amazing in a really detailed, beautiful ring. That's coming up for you in our masterclass. Then we have got for you some amazing must-haves. Now, obviously, we brought the must-have forward for you tonight. Now, you fell in love with the turquoise last night. Do you remember the turquoise pendant, the connector? Now tonight, I have for you your Labradorite pendant. Same design as last night. Wait till you see the price. It is amazing. So you've got your Labradorite coming up for you in your picture frame silver. Amazing price. Absolutely. If you loved the price last night, this is just absolutely going to blow your mind how low you can go on that. And then the bracelet connector. Oh, hello, Labradorescence. That is coming up for you at 7:45. However, we are going to open a few pieces up for pre-order for you, aren't we, Dan? So, have a look. These are coming up at about, right, I'm just letting you know, because these are coming up. Oh, they are sensational. I love them, love them, love them. Check these biwas out. They are amazing. Huge long strand. of lavender pinks. All coming your way. At about 6:45 tonight, they're available for pre-order now. So that entire strand is available on the web, on the app, and on the phone lines for pre-order now. And look at hear the sound of that. It's good, isn't it? It's really good. That's all coming up for you at about 6:45 tonight. We've got loads to squeeze in for you. Let's kick off with Miss It, Miss Out. Lots and lots and lots to cover tonight. So we've got 5 under 5. We delve into box number 11 for you as we kick off your late show. Lovely to see you tonight. I hope you've had a cracking weekend so far. Enjoyed lots of our vintage designs by our fabulous designers. Let's continue to get really in a vintage mood tonight for you. 480 carats of midnight blue quartzite plain rounds, 14 millimeters. Very, very nice. 14 millimeters in size, really big, bold and beautiful. You've got here 480 carats. I'm going to measure the strand for you. There's an awful lot of beautiful blues on that strand. It is just 41 centimeters in length. And you've got 14 mils. Now this is going under £5. And we don't just mean £4.95. It is well and truly under for you at £3.95. 0800 644 655 is the number that you need to be dialing. It's a free phone number, of course. If you want to add these amazing moments to your stash, this is the time to do it. You're at £3.95 for 480 carats of big, bold, beautiful moments. I've got to say, they are a huge look. Just sort of wrapping that around the wrist to give you an idea of the size of those rounds. Beautiful, blue and bold, aren't they? Most definitely. One shipping and handling charge for the entire day, 30-day money-back guarantee, of course, with absolutely everything that you get from us here at Jewellery Maker. And let's not forget an under £5 price point. It's not often that we get such really big, bold rounds. Normally, sort of the biggest size on average is between 8mm and 10mm in size. When we get a big, bold, beautiful round like this on a strand, that is a statement strand and a half, isn't it? £3.95 on your screen. Make sure that you are checking that out. We are going straight to another under £5 opportunity for you. Hope you've had a great weekend. Really, really do. Sun's been shining here in the Midlands. A little bit muggy at times, but more, I've got to say, lovely weather, really lovely. Dan and I were stood out on the balcony out there on the terrace outside the conservatory. Sun pouring down, it was gorgeous. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Have a look at this. This is your chance to own peach coloured dyed quartz. Now they're proper graduation. 14 is the largest, all the way down to 6 on the graduation. I'll just show you that. You can see that graduation. They've been perfectly already strung. Take them off the temporary strand, restring them, and they are good to go. Use the central section and then the rest for bracelets. You've got such a beautiful amount of gemstones on this strand. 44 centimetre strand. And it's £3.95. Brilliant deal for you tonight, absolutely brilliant. 0800 644 655 is the number that you need to be dialing. And of course you can join us online at jewellery.com, at JewelleryMaker.com, I do imagine I should be saying, JewelleryMaker.com, and of course you can download the app. Really, really pretty colour. I would say these are, they're almost like a salmon pink. It's not quite a peach, it's not quite a pink, it's just that perfection of that salmon pink tone. Without a doubt, but it's very, very bright and bold, pretty colour. Going to really work well with every skin tone as well. £3.95, an absolute bargain. So make sure that you're checking out on those. Again, very, very, very last of stock. Should not be going under £5, but an amazing opportunity for you to just chuck it into your stash. A few of you there with that in your basket, good luck. Next we've got for you, these are just fab. Can I just show these colours together, because they do work so beautifully. Have a look at these next 3 strands. All of these, every one will go under £5. So we've got for you first these really delicious amethyst colours in your dyed quartz. for $2.95. We love a bargain, we love a saving, and that is a really fab saving. 8mm, 35cm strand, beautiful bright amethyst purples coming your way in this strand, and again, under £5. Without a doubt, when you get a chance to get a strand of genuine gemstones like this at these sorts of prices, it is literally because we've got the very, very, very last of stock. If you're thinking to yourself, right, okay, how many more times will I get a chance to buy this strand at this price? Not many. Not many at all. Once they're gone, and that is it. That is it. $2.95 on your screen. Make sure you're checking out though. We've got for you pinks and deep blues coming up for you next. Pink next. Lots of you asking about those Biwa pearls. They're coming up for you about half an hour's time. Not long at all to wait. We do find that the late show just flies by. Honestly, it starts and then it's done. You've got such lovely colour. Now, obviously, it says red on your screen. It's not an opaque red, so there's a magenta there. There's a really beautiful deep cerise coming through there. Definitely more of a puce colour, I would say. 36cm strand. You've got your 9mm rounds, beautiful smooth, and 250 carats. 0800 644 655, number that you need to be done if you want to check out on this. Please do make sure that you are checking out again on all of these, because we are doing an amazing under £3 price for you. Everybody pays the final low price. So for if you've seen this strand and you go, oh my gosh, I need this, but I'm going to wait till the price kicks in. Don't wait. Everybody pays the final low price. Everybody pays the final price on the screen. Doesn't matter where you join us in the opportunity. It's a great opportunity as well, isn't it, when you do 5 under 5. 5 beautiful strands of genuine gemstones created by Mother Nature, mined for, then beautifully, beautifully turned into this gorgeous smooth round. Then, of course, put on the strand for you, ready to go, and all you're paying is $2.95. Amazing value for money, absolutely amazing. Do make sure that you're holding those lines. We've got those gorgeous, gorgeous, almost lapis lazuli blue colours coming your way next. Slightly bigger size as well for you in the next strand. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Got those beautiful bright blues. They are coming up next for you. This is the last one of your 5 under 5, just so that you're aware. They look like, of course, lapis lazuli. This is magnesite. They are massive 12mm sizes. They feel beautifully weighty because, of course, magnesite has that metallic weight to it. And they've been dyed a lapis lazuli blue colour. And that's a proper true lapis lazuli colour, isn't it? It hasn't got the pyrite running through it, so we know that it's not real lapis lazuli because we haven't got that sort of glittering quality of the pyrite running through it. But we have got some really powerful backdrop blues in these big gemstones. 12mm in size. I'm going to measure the strand for you, of course. 40cm strand, jam-packed strand of 12mm rounds for you. And they have got that really beautiful, big, powerful royal blue colour, haven't they? $3.95 is all you're paying. Please hold those lines well done. This is from Tanya, who says, oh, evening ladies, looking forward to seeing Gems Makes and the minute to win it. Sending everyone lots of hugs. Tanya, thank you so much. It's really kind. Hugs straight back to you. Fran says, the bracelet connector would work as the centre of a necklace, definitely. Where the connector sits between the collarbones, agreed, totally. We've got a specific pendant and then we have got the connector with the 2 connectors either side. But yeah, absolutely, Fran, they are beautiful. This is from Sarah, who says, yay, it's Gem. Love having her on my screen. Beautiful jewellery, honey. Looking forward to the demo. And it's Rae to hooray. What could be better? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I would say that would be better. But I'm biased. I am biased because I do think he is the world's most perfect man. So that would be better. Is he just not coming back to you, Dan? Is he not answering your calls? Do you know what I mean? How rude. How rude. It's from Nikki, who says, hi Rae, Jem and crew. Evening, Nikki. Being lovely here. Sat on my balcony making lace. Oh, now That's a lovely idea. Looking forward to a great evening. We're looking forward to having you as well. We're looking forward to it. And then we have got, is Ben still part of the late team? I haven't seen him in ages. No, he's not. I don't know where he is, do you? Do you know what? He's been to Santorini. I know. For like ages. Were you poorly as well? You had what? Oh, gosh. I can't tell you what I thought you said then. He had a tooth infection. I'm glad. Okay, as long as you're all right. But Santorini made up for it. Oh God, woe is me. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Ben is still a member of the late team, but he has been on his jollies. But he's back. He's there. We've got Kerry on floor with us tonight as well. And she's busy on camera. Is Beck still here as well? Yeah. Yeah, Becky. And Becky's still with us as well. There she is. Yay. She's very quiet. She hasn't dropped things. Yes. I don't know that she's here. Love you, Beck. She's at the back. She's doing this. No, she's not. She's not at all. Come have a look at this. This is 10 minutes away. How fabulous and how packed to the brim is this strand. It is amazing. Look at all of this. Look at all that gorgeous sapphire. That is a gorgeous star by moment coming up for you very, very soon. Lovely messages. Thank you so much for getting in touch tonight. Very much appreciate it. We are going to recap a question. So we have got a competition for you to win £70 to come to, basically to go towards attending one of our Jewellery Maker workshops for you. So we'll announce the winner at the end of the show. The competition will come to a close just after 9 o'clock when we've done the third question. Your first question that you have to answer comes up in this hour. And the first question that we're going to ask you is, in which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? In which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? That's question number 1. Make a note of it, find out the answer, of course, and then keep that to yourselves, and then we'll ask you the second question in the 7 o'clock hour. We haven't got a question for you in the 8 o'clock hour. Then we'll be asking the third question bang on 9 o'clock. Then we'll ask you to send your entries in between 9 and 9:30, and then, of course, the winner will be randomly selected by a computer at just before the end of the show. Looking forward to that. Very, very much indeed. Moving on to... yeah, why not? Oh, squeaky chair. Sorry, that is a proper squeaky chair moment then. Just... whoop. Broken chair moment then. Have a look at this. This is graduated emerald. Beautiful 15 carats of it as well. What stunning tones of green we got, eh? What beautiful tones of green. All from the Itabira region of Brazil. There is a little bit of Santa Teresina on here, a little bit of Carneiba, a little bit of Itabira on there. Beautiful moments of some of the world's most revered Brazilian deposits, definitely within this strand. Gorgeous graduation. It's just 2 to 4 on the graduation, 21 centimetres. So it's not a dramatic reduction on the graduation, but it's just enough. You can see it's all done for you already. Take a portion of that, of course, pop it onto earrings if you want to, or use the entire strand and restrand it. Beautiful quality. Really lovely colours. 15 carats on your screen. Now, this is a little bit of miss it, miss out. Please do remember about that. It is the last of stock. If you would like to make it, see, do you know what I mean? Under 20. Under £20 to get a beautiful array of what I would class as landscape greens, meadow greens, rainforest greens. I've got to say, the beautiful emerald that comes to you from the Itabira region of Brazil, it is, without a doubt, it's an emerald that encompasses so many moments of its natural location, the rainforest, the lush rainforests, the incredible vegetation that sort of surrounds the landscape of the area, and that. But 1995 is not a reflection of 15 carats of emerald, is it? Amazing value for money on your screen. Do make sure that you're checking out on that one as well. Again, thinking about what it is that you're going to be doing with your emeralds, how you're going to be working with them. Rondelles, faceted rondelles and plain rondelles are probably I would say it is the most popular strand that we do. Definitely the majority of our gemstones have been cut and handled this way. I've got to say to you though, for the last of stock, under 20, for that opportunity to own your 15 carats of emerald, durable, wearable, beautiful emeralds that are going to just stand the test of time in the pieces of jewellery that you're making, we've got the last of stock. If you've paid anything higher, it's still worth every single penny, of course it is. But tonight for Miss It, Miss Out, very much down to the very last few strands. Hold those lines. One more before our first start by on our sapphires. Yeah. Now we had, do you remember those citrines that we had for you last night? They were the lovely squares. I did say to Dan, because you loved the citrine last night, I said to Dan, can we find some more citrine? Do you remember those huge nuggets we had? There's not a lot of citrine in our vault, full stop. And guess how very few I have of this high grade quality strand. It's a beautiful strand, isn't it?
It really, really is. That's stunning.
If there are 100 of these available, that is a must have. I don't have 100. I don't have anywhere near that. It's the very last of stock, the 4 final high-end citrine strands. Big faceted rondelles, amazing sizes, dripping in honey colour, absolutely drenched in golden colour. The last 4 strands. The very last 4. Ooh! No price? Wait. Yay! £31.95. There we go. All on your screen. Beautiful quality, last of stock, and of course a 30-day money-back guarantee. Every single one of them, if you look at them, they are so clean, they are so beautifully vivid, and they are faceted to perfection, aren't they? All that sparkle. Graduation on the strand is 5 to 9. And all that amazing colour, honey and golden rich champagnes, all twinkling away. That's a very high-end, beautiful strand, it's got to be said. We've seen some amazing citrine. That is by far and above some of the best quality I think that we've seen. Absolutely. Very last. We only had the last 4, down to the last one. Hold those lines. It's time for your sapphires in the most gorgeous. It's one of the longest strands of sapphire, actually, I think we've done for you. A little cheeky star-by moment on a spectacular strand of sapphire. It's a really lovely long strand. Let me explain what I mean by that. Normally, I'll bring you a strand of sapphire that is, and I shall measure this for you so that we are absolutely spot on. So let's say 18 centimetres, okay? So normally, that's what you get, 18 centimetres, yeah? If I just hold it in front of my top there, you can see that length of strand. So that's normally what you get. It is uber long. And that means you are getting so much sapphire for your money. Midnights, sunsets, cornflowers, beautiful baby pinks, stunning greens, stunning daffodil colours, padparacha colour on that strand. And every single one is unenhanced. Wow! 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 Every single sapphire on this strand is unenhanced and natural. Every single one. That's amazing, isn't it? Not one of them's heat treated. Not one of them has got any sort of diffusion or irradiation. Every single one is a beautiful, natural, unenhanced sapphire. The blues, the pinks. If you just see, there's an orange and a sunset just here that is so reminiscent of padparacha sapphire colour. Isn't that amazing? All natural and unenhanced on a strand. Amazing. 48 carats, 40 centimetre strand. Graduation on the strand is 1 to 4 millimetres on size. Every single one is unenhanced. I don't know if these weren't on a strand, if they were all in a pot, if all those sapphires were in a pot and somebody asked you to put a price on all those sapphires and said to you, right, if you were to buy this pot of sapphire, what would you say? You know, if you were at Tucson, if you were at the big sort of gemstone selling and buying conventions in Hong Kong, over in Tucson, of course, in the States, or maybe over if you're at the jewelry convention over in Vicenza, what sort of price do you think that you'd be paying? It's going to be an amazing deal. I can guarantee you, an amazing deal. Big star buy moment for you. So much colour. Yet you could absolutely group all these beautiful blues together, the pinks together, the paparazzi colours together. You could group all of those. But what I would say, if you wanted to just have this strand restrung and worn on, oh, it would be beautiful. $32.95. $32.95. Less, way less than £1 per carat. Way. And look at how true those colours are. 69 pence per carat. 69 pence per carat. It's got so much sapphire. We're not used to seeing this sort of length of a sapphire strand, are we? We're used to seeing a much shorter length strand.
You're totally right, and I really love this strand. Not only has it got that sparkle, but all the variances in the colour. It's just magnificent.
And there is such a true paparazzi colour on here.
Oh, you must know.
It's nonsense. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, that is pinky, orangish, paparazzi colour. It's unenhanced. I can only imagine if that were in a bigger size, what sort of price point you'd be looking at. And I say that, having been in the jewellery industry for over 10 years and having sold multiple paparazzi sapphires in my time, I can tell you right now, there is paparazzi colour on this strand, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Mesmerising. 48 carats in total at $32.95. Everything we can do on that price point for you. Love the fact that we bring you a multicolour strand, beautiful tassel as well to complement that entire array of colour that you're getting there as well on the strand. Really exciting. There are some amazing midnights on this strand as well. And again, every single sapphire, because they've been faceted in the rondelle, the midnights bring you a really intense lustre, and those wonderful bright pinks, they bring you so much sparkle, which is amazing when you think that these are totally unenhanced. Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on our star buy. Well done to those of you. Multi-buying going on as well, which is gorgeous to see. Hampshire, Somerset, couple of states bidders as well getting involved with this in this opportunity. Stay where you are. Fabulous stuff. Absolutely gorgeous sapphires, really. 20 minutes to wait for these. Now, these are coming up. Yeah, I love these. Coming up for you in about 20 minutes. Well worth the wait. They are available on pre-order, and they have had quite a bit of attention already on the pre-order, which is very savvy of you. They're coming up for you in about 20 minutes time. We will open pre-order for you on some amazing, look at the glow on this. This is, it's not Paraiba, but it looks like it. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Really good. There is a pre-bid opportunity coming up for you on this strand of Apatite very soon. Well, not quite yet, but soon. Right, okay, so cracking on then with... Yeah, I do indeed have some... Yeah, I do. Got some spacer twist tubes for you. Now, it's Vintage Weekend. We've seen a lot of lovely vintage quality designs, all from kind of, bygone eras, obviously, because that's what vintage conjures in our mind. But obviously as well, what we do need to remember, and I'll just show you this. So we've got in the pack, oh, this very lustrous, lovely. So we've got for you 20 of those twisted spacer tubes. Now make a feature or use them to complement your design. It's entirely your prerogative. But what I'm going to say to you is this: miss it, miss out. We've got very few opportunities left. Just very few. 20 in the pack. solid sterling silver with, and I'll just show you, I don't know if you can see, that little helter-skelter twist that you get on it. And again, because there's 20 in the pack, and they are last of stock, we're going to do everything we can on the price point for you. $3.95, not $6.95. Even at $6.95 they fly out the door. We're at $3.95 for you to be able to get involved and to make sure that you're checking those out. And again, think about that, because again, they've got a really lovely sized drill hole going through them. So they're going to work with your seed beading, they're going to work with your shibori, they're going to work with your kumihimo, they're going to work with your wire work as well. So loads and loads and loads of options to be able to play around with ideas. And again, just brilliant. 20 in your stash. You might not use 20 in one design, but you'll have the rest then for you in that stash. Now I'm just going to show you it once more, so I can just show you the drill hole down the centre as well. At $3.95, it's an amazing, amazing value, isn't it? Now again, the thing is, you see, and don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from the fact that you might have seen these at $6.95. I'm not taking anything. I think it's a brilliant price. They're solid sterling silver, 925 solid sterling silver for you. So again, when you go to your high-end jewellers and you see 925 silver, ours is exactly the same. There's no difference in it. I know that they're charging an awful lot more. We've been really savvy with our pricing. Even with the price hikes on silver, we're trying to be as savvy as we can. We know that we've got to implement them, and they do have to come in at some point, and they do fluctuate, but when you've got a last chance opportunity, this is why when you watch a miss out opportunity, you've got to get involved. That's why at 8 o'clock tonight, when we do for you Minute to Win It, we've got 3 strands, 5 strands, 6 strands, but they're beautiful. There is a beryl strand that's coming up for you later that has blown my mind. And there's only 8 of them available. And I just said to Dan, if we had 100, why haven't we got 100 of those? What we need, that's the sort of thing that I want for you to be able to get your hands on. Hi Cheryl, hi Susan in Sirgar, hello to Pamela and Celine, and to Violet and Kathy and Jennifer, hello to Candy. Can I just say to Susan in Carmarthenshire down in Sirgar, I absolutely love the way you're spelling your name in Welsh. That makes my heart sing. I've not seen Susan spelt like that for a long time. That is gorgeous to see. Hope the weather's nice down in fact, I hope the weather's nice wherever you are, but specifically Sirgar is lovely, so I hope you're having a lovely time. Donna in Surrey, Marianne in Greater London, Mary in Lancashire, well done. Hey, what day are you going, girls? Which day?
I'm not sure.
I will be there too! What? 23rd of June? Ed Sheeran, yay girls! I don't know where I'm staying yet. Kerry and Becky, you've just gone, oh, we're down in Cardiff next year, Ray. You got tickets? Yeah. And we did too. Very chuffed, very chuffed. Hey, listen, hold those lines, won't you? We digressed then, but sorry, that was because Kerry went, we're going to Cardiff, it's very important. Yesterday, all I saw on my timeline on Facebook was tickets for Ed Sheeran, got tickets for Ed Sheeran, got tickets. I was thinking, I thought they were supposed to be difficult to get a hold of. Took us about, we were on hold for about 20 odd minutes. Friday sold out. And then they released the 24th as well. I know. Anyway, we digress. We digress. My son is so happy that we got tickets. He's like, this is amazing. I know. It is good. It is nice that wow. So we digress. Let us go. Come on. We're talking about how, well, because basically, so the Principality Stadium in Cardiff holds 72,000 people, and that's 72,000 people sold out on the 22nd, 23rd, and now the 24th. It's a lot of people loving Ed Sheeran. Anyway, other male artists do exist. There we go. 45 carats of ruby. They are such a gorgeous colour. Delicious, sumptuous colour. Last of stock on this one for you. I'm sorry we digressed by talking about Ed Sheeran. I'm going to crack on for you. We've got for you 45 carats, 2 to 6 on the graduation, 17 centimetre strand. Sorry, 17, that's right, 17 centimetre strand. Really delicious, gorgeous colour. Totally natural and unenhanced. And how many strands have we got, Dan? 17 strands at £9.95. Look, I think that strand is amazing at £19.95, don't you? £9.95 for unenhanced Africana ruby. Now, if you've paid £19.95, still an amazing price. Last of stock though, under £10. For this month's birthstone. Good gracious me. Rosary linked, absolutely beautiful is what these would look like. If you could rosary link these, they would look absolutely sumptuous on some of our amazing rose gold colour or yellow gold colour or the champagne colour, copper wire. That would look beautiful, wouldn't it?
It would look classic with gold, absolutely stunning. I can't believe they're natural, that's amazing.
I can't believe the price.
Stunning.
Just ridiculously
Crazy
good.
price.
10 strands already gone, you've got 7 left. Feel free to multi-buy. I don't know if that opportunity is going to come around again. I really, really don't. Amazing opportunity to get that. Delicious, delicious black cherry colour. Just make sure that you're pressing your button once. Free phone number on your screen is 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number. Our call centre are literally down the road from us here. And of course, if you've got any questions about your gemstones, they have got the same, basically our call centre got the same qualifications as I have. We're all AJP, GIA, I was going to say AJPs, GIs. We're not GIs. No, we're not GIs. We are GIA AJPs. Accredited jewellery professionals through the GIA, the Gemological Institute of America. There we go, that helps, doesn't it? Oh my God. Yeah, of course. This is really, really lovely. This is a blue spot Jasper angel wing, ready to go. Ready to go. Jump ring through that, thread it onto chains, to leather wraps, whatever it is that your heart takes fancy. £3.95. 15 carats in total. Hand carved, you can just see that beautiful design. If I hold it to the light there, you get a chance to see where the carving takes place, and you can see there where that beautiful angel wing is. Get another, wear it next to it, that will look gorgeous as well. £3.95 for the last of stock on those. Do make sure that you're checking out though, of course, confirming with the call centre, especially if you're adding it to your basket and it's kind of just sitting there. You want to make sure that you're taking that next step and checking out as soon as you possibly can. Under £5 for that beautiful look. Hold the lines, well done. Last of stock, I do. Okay, so let's, about 9 minutes away from our Biwa pearls, not long at all. Last of stock strand of Labradorite. Now we are celebrating this gemstone in style a little later for you, because of course we've got those amazing Labradorite connectors and pendants. But before we get there, have a look at these beautiful drops. Plain drops, not faceted. Gives a whole surface area of magical phenomena. A whole surface area. 145 carats. The graduation on the strand is 11 to 18 millimetres. It's an 18 centimetre strand. And glowing, absolutely glowing. 145 carats. Now, obviously, they are all natural, they're all unenhanced, they are all looking magical. We're going to take these down to £17.95 for you tonight. £17.95 for you to be able to get hold of a massive carat weight. They really are. Even the smallest drops here are over a centimetre, which is amazing. And it has got the most sunset peach, it's got the most beautiful magical colour, unicorn colour coming through it, as well as that sort of textbook pewter blue and those sort of, I mean, obviously you need to get the strand home to be able to witness those amazing moments of the Labradorescence properly in natural daylight, and you do. For those of you who know your Labradorite, when you get it home, it's literally a wow factor strand in the sunlight, isn't it? Well, natural sunlight hits that beautiful, and I have to say, tomorrow, I've got a day off tomorrow with my husband, a very rare day off together. We will be going out for lunch, which is a very big treat, wearing a Labradorite ring on my finger tomorrow. Already decided, I've not worn it for weeks. Got to be worn. I am that organised. You know, when you see a gem, you go, I've not worn it for ages. I'm going to wear that. I'm going to wear that out to lunch on Monday. Going to wear it. On your screen, $17.95. Please do make sure you're holding those lines. You've got moments until the Biwa Pearl strand. Moments for it. That's it. I know lots of you waiting for those beautiful Biwas. They are coming up for you really, really soon. Promise you that. Very, very last stock on that strand. Good luck. Now. This is what you're waiting for. Oh, I know. Of course you are. Of course you're waiting for them. Mesmerising. And I love that they are centre drilled through that east to west setting on there. Amazing. Coming your way very, very, very soon. And I know they're waiting for them and you've asked if they can be pre-ordered. We can't put them for pre-ordered yet. Very sparkly. This is a topaz chain. Very, very, very sparkly. 20 inches of solid sterling silver. Wow! Look at the sparkle. My goodness. That is a beaut. That really is. Now, standalone, absolutely, of course, that is going to shimmer and dazzle and beguile. And yet, pop a beautiful pendant on that and you've got the support of some serious grammage. 2.7 grams of solid sterling silver in that beautiful topaz chain. And it is dazzling. Goodness me. That is one of the best diamond cut beauties I think I've seen for a long, long time. Very, very, very strong. I'm going to take it up to the neckline for you, just so you get a chance to see that sparkle. Now, obviously, it's 20 inches, so it's going to hang down a little bit longer, but I'm just going to show you there. Look at that, my goodness, that looks diamond encrusted. Beautiful. Goodness me. Okay, I mean, we do some amazing deals on chains for you. We do some cracking quality chains for you. Am I allowed to have a favourite? I'm going to say it's this one. Definitely. $8.95. A really high quality chain. I think when you get this home, I think you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised by the quality and how low the price is. Mesmerising sparkle, it's got to be said. You know, you see the way that all of those links of silver have been diamond cut. They're sparkling the studio lights. When you get them home and you see it with your own eyes in front of you, it is even more sparkly. $8.95 on your screen. Beautiful topaz chain. Now, we've got the Biwas coming up for you very, very soon. Looking forward to bringing you that. Squeeze one more in before we do that for you. Excuse me. Oh, this is a beautiful soft colour. That's a really beautiful colour. How serene and soft and really, really subtle is that beautiful blue. 6 to 11 millimetres, 17 centimetre strand. I'm going to pop a little bit of skin tone behind it just so that you can see those. Can you see those instant beautiful moments of lavender? Really beautiful. Can I check the treatment on this, please, Dan? Natural, fabulous. Not oversaturated because the colour is natural, which is lovely to see. So that's Mother Nature just bringing that chalcedony, that subtlety of soft lavender blues. The graduation size on these 6 to 11 millimetres in size, 17 centimetre strand, 120 carats, and an amazing miss it, miss out price on this strand. Really calming, really serene, proper serenity blue colour coming through here. $29.95. Nice to see it faceted. You've got the beautiful semi-transparency to the gemstone. Then you've got that lovely subtle luster. You've got even more subtle soft blues from the natural colour. All yours for under £30. All yours for under £30. They are really quite sizable. Really quite sizable. The faceting's done to perfection as well. It really is. When you get that home, you're going to see the quality. £29.95 on your screen for that beautiful strand. Would work well with the biwa pearls that are coming up, those lovely soft blues. Colours work so well together, don't they? Really beautiful. It's your turn to get hold of these in a matter of moments, I promise you. You've been waiting for them. They are coming your way. All this packed to the brim strand of beautiful biwas. The colours on these are phenomenal and they're coming your way as a star buy deal. Well, that's a good sound. Just over 40 centimetres for this strand, and literally jam-packed. Not a millimetre is empty. Now, they are, as you can see, I'll just drape them over the wrist, they're drilled through the centre, and they've been stranded through the centre. So if I just show you, you've got that lovely, almost topsy-turvy opportunity there to sort of see how they're going to sit. Now that lends itself for making a ring out of one of these. It lends itself for tiering them. Maybe if you were going to have maybe a tier of them in a pendant, for example, lends itself amazingly for a stretchy, without a doubt. And I have to ask, you know, that just that look alone, or if you were doubling those up to make a cuff, just have a look at that. I mean, look at that before we've even started thinking about that beautiful, beautiful colour and that pearlescence. The radiance is amazing, isn't it? Absolutely out of this world. Can you see as I'm just moving it back and forth? Can you see the different tones that you see? Let's just go through the different tones. I think it's really important. They're right, a really dark magenta lavender here. Then as I just move it, there's a gold coming through. Then there's a turquoise green just here, little shimmer of turquoise. Those amazing creamy rose pinks. And just absolutely mesmerised by the quality. They are big. They start at 17 millimetres minimum in length, up to 25. And a really substantial amount is on this strand. So you've got a 40 centimetre strand, and every millimetre of the strand is jam-packed, absolutely to the rafters. Now again, I don't know if you've worked with biwa pearls before. I don't know if you've worked, again, think about the elongating of that pearl. I was looking at the biggest pearl, of course, in the world, the big, huge pearl that's on display in a glass cage. That is what I think I'm right in saying it's 34 kilograms in weight. That's a big old pearl. But you think about that elongation, you think about that sort of natural Mother Nature creating that amazing elongated pearl. But it's still, in my mind, biwa pearls sometimes possess more radiance and more luster and more pearlescence than a perfect round. And I'll show you what I mean by that, because if I was to bring you that, now obviously pearlescence is part of the iridescence phenomena, yeah? Have a look at how strong it is. Look at how, now that's here in the studio, wait till you get it home. We will do absolutely everything we can on price point for you. If you've pre-ordered, thank you. And well done. It's been available pre-order for about half an hour. You've already checked out. We're not stopping at that price, so thank you so much for already taking advantage of the under £20 deal, because it is awesome, isn't it? It really, really is. every little bit that we can do off that price for you, we will. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. It's about making sure that you get a really beautiful quality strand. Now, I know that Gem is very, very, very busy prepping for our demo, but I have to ask her because I know that down the screen, obviously, we're seeing the pearlescence, but to you and I in the studio, and of course Kerry in the room as well, the pearlescence off the scale, they're so radiant, aren't they?
Absolutely glorious. There is everything in there that I want to see in a pearl. It's very obviously a pearl. This cannot be replicated by mankind, in my opinion.
No, they've tried, but it just doesn't. It doesn't have that same height of radiance, if you want, for a better word.
Yeah, I mean, that works for me. But the colours that I can see from across the studio, and I'm not wearing my glasses because I'm doing close work, is absolutely incredible. The lilacs and the greens and the blues are just outstanding.
They are phenomenal, aren't they?
And they are beautiful. When you wear them like that, I think I would literally want to put 2 bands of those side by side on a stretchy, just to be a really show off.
But why not? Why not? Because I think you don't want to hide that radiance. You don't want to hide that strength of the pearlescence.
No, but ideal gems to add on would be emeralds and Russian diopside. I think they would work so beautifully well with those.
Really nice, yeah.
Absolutely
Some pops of green to bring out those little undertones of green. Good thinking there. Gorgeous stuff from Gem there. Hi Anne, hi Clats in London and Sharon and Kathleen. Hello to Clover multi-buying. Hello to Mandy and Sandra. Hello to Celine in California, to Lisa and Ruth multi-buying, to Julia, Denise, Joanne, Elle, Rosalind, Hazel and Viv. To so many of you on the phone lines. Hi to Leslie Ann in Rotherham on Tav. Hello to anonymous callers. Hello to Denise in Derbyshire. Margaret on Merseyside. Joanne in Dorset. Marianne in Greater London. So good to have your company tonight. It really, really is. Are you taking part in our competition? What we'll do very quickly is we'll recap the 6 o'clock question for you. 3-part questions, 3-part competition. First part, we'll recap that question for you. Keep it in your mind, find out the answer, Google it away. That's entirely up to you how you find out the answer. Then we've got a second question for you in the 7 o'clock hour. First question for our competition tonight is, in which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? In which year? Don't message in yet. Don't message yet. You're going to message in just after 9 o'clock. And the prize, £70. £70 towards a Jewellery Maker workshop that you would like to attend. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're fabulous days as well. Really are. Do make sure that you're checking out on that. Hi, Lynn. You're in Ayrshire. Can I ask Lynn, Margaret, Denise, Joanne, Elle, Rosalind, Hazel and Viv to all check out of your baskets as soon as you can? I have got loads and loads of our Jewellery Maker customers multi-buying on this strand. So please do make sure that if you want to own this strand that you're checking out, because I don't have one for everyone because we've got so much multi-buying going on, which is lovely to see. Do make sure you're checking out on those ones though. Now in our next hour for you, we've got the most gorgeous, gorgeous Apatite strand coming your way. It will be just before I join Gem for our masterclass. So in 3 or 4 minutes time, this will be the first thing that you see in the next hour. It is so worth the wait. If we did a strand of Paraiba tourmaline, this is the colour that I would want it to be. I don't know if that's going to happen, ever. Not, never say never, but if that were, that would be the best colour. It is incredibly vibrant Apatite, and it's coming your way at the top of the next hour. We'll have our second question of the competition as well coming up for you, so looking forward to that. And we've got the demo, of course, with Gem. Now also, just to reiterate, we've got the Labradorite must-have at 7:45. So we've got the pendant, and we've also got for you the connector coming up as well. So very much looking forward to bringing you those. They're brand new, never been on screen before, premieres. Hope you can join us for the rest of the show tonight. Your second question is coming up for our competition very, very soon. And I join Gem for our first kit on the other side of this.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. You can watch us every day 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Freeview.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back. What a colour, what a colour. If you don't know about Paraiba tourmaline, let me quickly explain to you about it. So back in the 1980s, a variety of tourmaline was found in Botala in Paraiba, in the state of Paraiba in Brazil. And it blew the jewellery world open because we'd never experienced such intense azure blue, turquoise, lagoon clarity, sparkle and glow within the tourmaline world. It had expired and depleted by the mid-1990s, and if you own a piece of Brazilian Paraiba tourmaline, well done. I hope you've got it insured, is all I can say. We then transfer over to Mozambique in sort of the noughties when a little deposit of vibrant blue tourmalines found, and they decide we can call it Africana Paraiba. The reason I mention this incredible colour is because it has considerably, massively risen in price over the years and continues to do so. The reason I want to talk to you about it is because this, when Apatite was found, Apatite, they believed they had found, when they first found it, they thought, oh my gosh, hallelujah, we have found more Paraiba. With rigorous gem testing, we know that this gemstone is Apatite. Now, The colour is, I would absolutely forgive you for thinking that that is Paraiba, because the glow, the intensity, the swimming pool blues, the amazing turquoisey greens that are coming, it is textbook high-end, beautiful glowing colour. But what you've got here, and I will always tell you this is a gemstone that needs to be worn, bracelets, necklaces and earrings. Apatite is quite low down on the Mohs scale, so if it's in a ring and if it were to get knocked, there is a tendency that it could crack because it's not that high up on the Mohs scale. It's quite low down on the Mohs scale. But for bracelets, for necklines and for earrings, oh my gosh, it is going to be perfect. And this colour, in all its glowing, incredible essence, 75 carats, 2 to 6 millimetres in size on the graduation, and a 30 centimetre strand. What can I say to you other than you need this strand, you need to work this. This colour is so uplifting. It transports you to those white sandy shores where the sea is just lapping over your toes. It is just mesmerising. It's such a colour that just takes you on a beautiful journey. Have a look at the entire strand length. You can see that the graduation is so perfect throughout that gorgeous strand, isn't it? Really bright and amazing uplifting colours. Stunning, 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 it's got to be said. And they do glow. You can see that glow. That's even just from the studio lights. The glow is in, it's just phenomenal. Now, knowing our gem collectors and our gem hunters as I do, I know that we source our apatite from Madagascar, from the northern part of Madagascar actually. You're looking at a beautiful intense colour. In some jewellers, they will class that as a neon glow. I don't blame them at all. It's well and truly vivid. I know you're loving the colour. I know you're loving that beautiful Paraiba glow. That sort of Paraiba-esque colour that you get is amazing. You're going to love the price. Free phone number on your screen. Do you know what I mean? $6.95. I know you're going to love that strand. It's ridiculously good at that price. Absolutely beautiful deal on your screen for $6.95. If you've not worked with apatite of this colour before, if you've not worked with apatite of that glow before, now is the time. $6.95 on your screen for an entire strand. I love that gemstone. Look at the glow there. You know when the light hits it and it has that glow to it, it's like seeing the light shining, the sunlight shining down, catching those little crests of a wave on a clear blue ocean. It is, honestly, it's like paradise blue, isn't it?
It really is. It takes me to where there's a lagoon of white sand, crystal white champagne sand, and you get the sunlight streaming through the water. That's just glorious.
I'd like to go there, would you?
Can we?
Let's go.
Can we just go and chill out a bit?
Yeah, let's just head over. Got a few grand?
Nope.
No, me neither. No, I've got to say it is an amazing, amazing colour, and you are loving it. Hi to Stephen and Elizabeth and Isabel and Paula. Maxine, multi-buying, loving your work. Hi, Selena and Veronica, multi-buying. Hello to collectors in West Yorkshire, Northamptonshire, Teresa. Hello to Corinne, multi-buying. Penny, Lorraine, Amanda, in Northamptonshire, multi-buying, lovely stuff. Fiona and Mary, multi-buying. Sarah, Pauline and Claire, Diane, anonymous collectors, Dee in Cornwall, Lynn in Ayrshire, Susan again in Sirgad, John and Janet, multi-buying with 6. Love it! Love, love, love that you love it. Honestly, such cracking colour. Looking forward to seeing what you do with those beauties. And again, just because I do love a tassel, they are a gorgeous colour tassel, aren't they? Really beautiful. We're going to be talking tassels with Jem in a matter of moments. Looking forward to that as well. $6.95 on your screen. Please do make sure that you're checking out there, won't you? Please, please do. Such a gorgeous brightness to it. Enjoy it. Hold those lines. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. Now, in less than 45 minutes, the connectors are coming up for you. We've got the connector with the 2-point connectors here, of course, for you. And we've got the single connector point as well coming up for you in your Labradorite pendant. So you've got the pendant and the connector coming up for you very, very soon. They're coming your way in about 40 minutes. There's also a triple link connector as well. There is so much silver in this triple link. Goodness me. That's also coming up for you. Beautiful movement coming your way very, very soon. But now, we'll have our second question for you coming up shortly after we've been through our first kit. Now, bear with me a minute as I just get my housekeeping in order. So I need that with me, and I need that with me, and I'm going to need that with me. There we go. Good. You gathered all my paperwork, and we'll head on over, see lovely Gem, grab my water as well, and we will head on over to see her as she's going to take us through the most gorgeous demo once I've been through this stunning kit with her stunning design. Now, first and foremost, amazing jewellery, beautiful, beautiful jewellery. Thank you so, so much for all your hard work. Have a look at the sheer amount that Gem has put together for us. Now, this entails, and this is the thing you see, is that this gorgeous kit comes with Imperial Jasper cabochons, which I know you've fallen in love with.
Totally, absolutely
fallen in love with. There are some amazing cabochons in this kit. Now, the carat weight is guaranteed, but there will be, you're guaranteed 350 carats in the kit, okay? So 350 carats. But then you're also getting green apatite, which we've just spoken about apatite in depth, but I'll talk to you more about the greens in a minute. And then you're getting your 3 reels of your copper wire, your antique bronze. Now, there's an enormous saving on this kit. Absolutely enormous saving. Okay, so, wow. That's an amazing saving tonight, Dan. Okay, let's just go through it. So, let me show you. Thank you, sweetheart. So, first and foremost, we are going to be, well, I've specifically asked, and I'm going to explain why. We haven't had many intricate detail on the late show wire wrapping for cabochons. We've had some dainty ring sort of demos, and we've had a lot of pendants lately. So, when I saw this that Gem had put together for this tonight, I just said, please, can we do this as our masterclass? It is, I love the way you have suspended this, it's beautiful. So Gem's going to go through with us in a minute how to make this beautiful design, which I'm very, very excited to be able to see. But before we get there, let me go through the kit. So you're getting all of these gorgeous cabochons of Imperial Jasper, okay? So it guaranteed 350 carats. Now, for example, so the one that Gem has got on the desk at the minute, if I just show you here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the pack. Was that all of them in the pack?
It is,
That's
yeah.
all of them. So there's 9 in the pack there. This one that I've got here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the pack. So it's the carat weight that you are guaranteed, but the colours are mesmerising. There's mauves, there's beautiful soft russet reds, there's beautiful mulberry tones, there's a gorgeous green. As you said earlier, you can absolutely see why that is called an Imperial Jasper.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
It's absolutely stunning.
Right, well, those cabochons, you normally pay $29.95 just for that pack of cabochons in their own right. $29.95 for just the cabochons, okay? You're then getting a strand of green apatite. Now, this is a 30cm strand of proper vivid greens from the world of apatite. This is 85 carats, 3 to 5 millimetres on the graduation, 30cm strand. Absolutely gorgeous vintage greens coming through there as well. And then you've got your copper wire. So your wire that you've got, I'll just look at the gauge. You've got 10 metre of the 1, you've got 10 metre of the 0.8 and 10 metres of the 0.4, all in the antique bronze colour. Well, For a wire to be chosen with this kit, it couldn't be more perfect, could it?
It's absolutely spot on. Much like Mookite, you get a great deal of variation of colour in this type of jasper.
Yeah.
And to have that sheen, but it's like a hot sheen
It is,
of the bronze as a background for it and the backdrop, it's absolutely ideal.
It is beautiful.
If I had been given multiple colours to choose from, that's exactly where I would have gone.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Absolutely spot on.
And you've worked, there's a real Art Nouveau feel to your jewellery tonight. I know the second kit is, particularly for me, when I saw it, was very Renee Mackintosh. It was, you know, really, really beautiful sort of throwback. And again, when you've got a vintage era, there are vintage eras that you are going to be emulating, without a doubt. And this has definitely got that Art Nouveau sort of design effect to it. Really, really, really pretty. Now, if you were to buy everything separately on our website, so bearing in mind, okay, your cabochons alone are $29.95. Great price for a huge carat weight guaranteed, $29.95. It would be $51.25 then if you were to add the 3 reals and your green apatite. Yeah, today's price, $37.95. You are essentially getting the wire for free. The wire adds up, if you were to buy them separately on our website, to just over £13, yeah? And you're saving £13.30. Amazing value. Absolutely amazing value. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Listen, details on your screen, and what I really want to do is give Gem as much time as she can. It is a complicated, well, not so much complicated, but you were saying it was time consuming, so I just said, you know what, I'd love a masterclass on how you've done that. We haven't had on the Late Show many masterclasses, myself and Dan, where we're doing big, we've had some seed bead, big cabochon sort of encasings, but not wire work. So I'd really love for you to show us how it's done.
Brilliant. The reason I've done a little layout here for you is just because I wanted you to all see the extreme beauty of these cabochons.
They
are
gorgeous,
absolutely
aren't they?
stunning.
Yeah.
So I will scooch those out of the way, and I've got 2 little guinea pigs that I'm working with. Do you want to see that one?
Yeah, is that okay? Can we just see that on, is it on the overhead?
Or do you want that on?
They are beautiful.
So this is so stunning. It's like an artist has gone to town on it. They are so beautiful. Wonderful. I will move those back out of the way.
Thank you, my lovely. I'm going to pop this on because Kerry just would like to have a look at it, and I just want to wear it.
I don't blame you. It is quite a big design. It's perhaps not something you'd want to take shopping with you if you're carrying heavy bags. But
not as big as the Labradorite that I'm intending on wearing out to lunch tomorrow.
But are you planning on hitting all of the shops?
I don't know yet. I haven't warned him yet. I don't know.
Oops, if I've let the cat out the bag, I'm very sorry.
It's gorgeous.
For this design, we will be working with all of the gauges of the wire in some part or another. The basic tools that you would need are a flat facing pair of pliers. I'm really sorry. I use my bent tip ones because they're quite fine at the end and you can get in quite close with them. However, any flat facing pliers will be usable. I'll also be using my round nose, my flush cutters and a ring mandrel. You can use a marker pen if you don't have that to hand. Okay, so because this is quite a generous design, I've taken the largest 2 ovals to look at and work with, and I've semi-prepared for one of them, and I will show you how to put the stages together for the green one, which looks like a tropical lagoon.
It does look beautiful, doesn't it?
So it reminds
so much
me,
gorgeous markings.
They are absolutely stunning. It is such an artistic gemstone, and I know with Jasper there's always a little bit of a confusion about what you can actually call it, and there is a Jasper called Artistic Jasper. But this reminds me of an extinct volcano that's filled with water, and people go there on holiday.
Tracy Island.
Or even Tracy Island. Other puppet shows obviously being available. So the first thing that we are going to do is make the main frame that fits around the cabochon, and the best way to do it is literally to put it on the back of your macrame board where it's nice and flat, and it's also soft, very forgiving and very good for your gemstones because it gives and you don't mark them. So I'm going to find the centre of approximately 18 inches of 1mm gauge wire. And I haven't even conditioned this, it's just come off the reel, so beautiful and ready to use. So I'm just putting a bit of a loop in it to begin with, and I can see that that's going to be around about right, and then we want this to be a relatively tight fit On some of the designs that I work with, I ask you to leave a gap around the cab, but we want this to fit quite neatly. Now my hand is naturally going to get in the way for this, so the first thing I'm going to do is draw that all the way around, over the top and up the side. So I've squatted all the way around like a racetrack. I'm now going to hold that into position and double over all the way around again.
Okay.
Now what the cabochon will want to do is lift and allow the wire to go underneath, so you just need to press it down slightly. So again, working on some softer surface like a macrame board that doesn't give too much but gives just enough for you to be able to push it down is ideal.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is give that a nice squeeze to make sure that we're happy that that's a good circuit around the stone. About 2/3 from one end to the other, I'm going to start drawing the wire over quite gently. Don't worry that that pings off for the moment, and then repeat on the other side. So it's almost like a headband going over a face, if you imagine this is the crown. So once you have got that kind of shape in mind, what I'm going to get you to do is trim off where it meets the circuit that you made at the top of the cab. So what you need to do is to have octopus hands, a helper, or a really good grip. So I'm going to...
I'm coming.
Do you know
I'm
what?
coming.
If you could pop your thumb just there, you
can.
can do it, but it makes it awfully difficult for you at home to see if I do it all with one hand.
There we go.
So Ray's just supporting those two wires at the bottom, and I'm going to support those two there. Get that little bend to keep going, and then snip here. Now again, if I was at home, just put a hand over the wire and it stops it pinging off into infinity and beyond. And again on this side, that one pinged, but it only pinged towards me and that doesn't matter. So now we can release, and it's going to go and undo itself slightly. So what we're looking to make now is a little face like this.
Okay.
So that's what we're aiming for, and this is where we've got to. So I'll pop that back out of the way for the moment, and this is where your round nose pliers are going to come in. We're going to start, you can see your wires coming up in this direction. So we're going to come what is underneath direction. If I start that turning, so I've had these pliers forever, they're a bit loose. There we go. So I've got a loop starting to form just here, and going slowly means that I have a bit more control over it. So once I've got the loop on that side, I'm going to replicate on the opposite side. And now I do try and aim for symmetry. If that is something that doesn't bother you, then go to town here. I want my two sides to be symmetrical today. So constantly offering the cabochon back inside. Now you can see that it's expanded, because in effect what we're working with is a handmade spring. So the spring has sprung. So you need to pull that back in tightly to make sure that you're nice and close with that outer circuit. And it's just a case of respecting the gemstone and asking the wire to do what you want. So once you have that position of size correctly, we're going to lift it away and support the circle at the bottom. We now know that's the right size for the cabochon, but we're not going to damage the surface of the cabochon in any way. What I'm looking to achieve now is a gentle curve around on these two little eye prongs that are coming up until they sit kind of in the middle. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. See, what I'm doing here is very small movements to generate an element of smoothness in the wire, and also to ensure that if I want to have that symmetry, I can get it. It's like putting your eye makeup on, if you wear eye makeup. Obviously not everybody does, but you tend to do one side and then the other side bit by bit. If you're unskilled like I am. I mean, obviously,
not at all.
There are some people that just sort of go like that and look amazing. Me, it takes an hour and I'm like, still don't like it.
We had this conversation last night on here, didn't we?
Did I?
I got my soapbox last night.
Oh, babe.
Yeah,
I
it's
missed
all
it. I'm
right.
sorry.
It's all good.
Explain later.
Yeah, I will.
I don't wear makeup when I'm not here. So there we go. Just a couple of little tweaks until you are happy. Now, if I just pop that back down, supporting both sides with thumb and forefinger, you can see it against the white background or the cream background that we've got here. You can see how I want that to look. The next thing that we're going to do is generate a little heart to sit in this aperture here. Now you can do this with 0.8mm or you can do it with your offcuts of the 1mm.
Okay.
This is why I don't ever throw away bits of wire until I've completely finished, because you'll always find a use for them.
Okay.
So one of those bits of wire that we pinged off into infinity, it's only a couple of inches long. Let me just measure that for you. That's only about 3 inches, and that's really all we need to generate the little heart to sit in this position.
Okay.
So I'm going to let him go. He will unravel, but we're not going to worry because we can put him back together, or her. That'd be equal opportunities when you're genderising for no reason a frame. Did you want normal? I'm sorry.
No, never, never, never.
Good-o. Okay, so the next part that we're going to do is make the heart. As I say, I'm using 1mm because it was an offcut, and it creates a nice strong frame to support and maintain your cabochon in the design. Halfway along that design, so 1.5 inches from one end, we're going to put a nice bend in. Now slightly more, probably about 100 degrees to start with. And what I tend to do when I'm working on these designs is I push this really gently. I'm not putting any stresses on the curve I've just made, on the bend I've just made, sorry. But I'm just going to check that that's fairly symmetrical. And that to me looks pretty good. So you can just open that back out very, very gently. The more respectful you are of the wire, the longer it will last in your designs. And if you make to sell, selling long-lasting jewellery is key to repeat custom.
Definitely.
So I'm going to make a little heart. Now if I show you the next stage of evolution of the design, this is the little heart that we're making just here. So if I pop that back out of position, and then we'll get on with making the heart shape. So where we've got the V shape, I'm going to come inwards with quite close to the tip of my round nose pliers, and just get a nice curve started off on one side. I'll replicate that on the other side as well, trying to get the central aperture in the beginning of my coil or curl or swirl or whatever you want to call it, approximately the same, and so that it sits in the same kind of design in the wire. I will then move on to your flat facing pliers to draw that in to create the heart. So I'm going to do that in stages. Small stages will give you neater coil work.
Okay.
Flip over and do the same. Now this is where being octopus helps, because we're just going to lay everything together. And I've lost the frame.
No, it's all, we're there, we're good, we're good. Don't you worry about it.
So what we want to do is just hold the frame in the correct position and ensure that we've got the tension right, so we know that it's going to fit our beautiful imperial cabochon. So that looks good to me.
Yeah.
So what we now need to do is to see whether that heart will fit in this gap here, and that actually looks pretty spot on, miraculously.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to take that back out, because what we need to do now is open up the top of the coil. And I'm just going in, there's a couple of ways you can do this, but the easiest is to just go into the centre of that curl and open down. What we're looking for is a tiny gap between the top here and the inner coil, because we want to pop some wire in there in a minute.
Okay.
So if that grows while you've done it, you can just give that a bit of a pull from beneath, and that should enable you to get that little bit of space there.
Okay.
And I've got a piece of scrap 0.4 here, so if you're concerned, you can just test, yep, that goes through beautifully.
Yep.
That's what we need it to do.
Okay.
So we're going to do the next stage of section that you need to create. Now, I left my wire crinkler tool at home.
Okay.
And if I can show you... Oh, do you know what? I was just going to say, Ben, do you want to look at that a sec? Because I'll show you it. Not realising that you already were. I'm so sorry.
What was that face, Ben?
Huh?
What was that face?
It was a face to distract.
Not seen that face on Ben before. That was a new one.
Sorry, Ben.
It's all good.
So you can see the work here. This has been made, if I just tilt it slightly, you might catch it in the light better. That has been made with the wire crinkler tool. Now, if you don't have one, I can show you a technique. This is using the 0.8mm gauge wire. You can create this look simply with the pliers that I'm using right now. If you have fine tipped flat facing pliers, absolutely perfect, because you can replicate the size. Mine taper, which means that it's a little bit more difficult to get an even result.
Okay.
You can pop a little permanent marker onto the edge of your pliers at the size that you're using, and that will enable you to get an exact replication.
Yep.
So if I show you very, very quickly how to start creating a length, you don't need very much. This is about 3 inches again, which is more than you need. But if I'm just going to start in the centre here, get a very firm 45-degree bend, and then a very firm 45-degree bend the other way.
Okay.
Now you can see I've gone back in to the outside of that bend because I want it to be very sharp. Bring the pliers down, push, and you can see that we've generated already a little mountain.
Yep.
So you can go by eye generally, but the key is you want those to be quite regular and quite sharp. So if I push that down, you can see how that creates itself.
Lovely.
Once you've got a strip of this which is a good 1.5 to 2 inches long, you're going to want to put a curve into it. If I just create another couple of little mountains on here, I'm going to do these quickly.
Yeah, all good.
Because you've seen how to do it neatly. You don't need to see me do it neatly over and over.
Please make sure you're checking out your kits, by the way. Lots and lots and lots of you with this set aside in your baskets. Loads checked out already, which is lovely to see. Well done. But please do make sure if you've got that in your basket, you need to check that out as soon as you possibly can. Good luck on that one. We didn't have a huge quantity of them to start off with. So if you've got it in your basket, please do take the next step and check out.
So if you imagine that we have done around about 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches of mountains, are you okay?
All good, my darling, all good.
What we're going to do is trim off on the same direction on both ends. So if I trim here, whoop, that got a bit fruity, a bit lively, you can see it's stopped at the point at which there is a trough in the mountain range. I want to repeat that on the other side. So you can see octopus fingers holds the wire to stop it going everywhere. It gets easier. Now, what we want to create is a curve where the ending is on the outside of the curve. So I'm coming in again with my trusty dolphin pliers. The reason we call them dolphin pliers is because producer Phil decided that I was doing this one day, and that's meant that they were dolphin pliers, so sorry. So this is how we form the shape to create that curve. It's a case of little by little, and then offer it up. As I say, this is a short length that we've done, so this wouldn't quite be enough for the design, but you can see how it fits in that dimension, and that the end is on the outside section. Okay, so I did prepare one earlier, so if I pop this over to one side.
Smash him.
Here is the one I prepared, and here are your bits and pieces to sew together.
Okay.
Now, in essence, it doesn't really matter how you sew it together.
Okay.
I am going to show you how I've done it. You may find a way that you prefer. You may want to use even more of the 0.4mm gauge and leave no gaps. Now, the reason I didn't do that is because when I create from a kit like this, I want to create everything using just what I get in the kit.
Yeah, and I do think that that is a lovely element of the jewellery that you've made, actually, because it just shows you, because you've made your shepherd's hooks.
Yes.
You've got your amazing collarettes. You know, you've got the whole look is, there's nothing extra from a stash, which I do think is really exciting to see, actually, because it is lovely to see just how even the components can be made out of our wires, which I think is really lovely to see, really lovely.
The collars are made from the 1mm.
Yep.
And they were work hardened just by drawing, just like this, between thumb and forefinger. And the 1mm gauge in the antique bronze is beautiful for making the collars.
It's got such a gorgeous sheen to it. You are right, though.
It does have a very
Really
rich sheen.
lovely.
I possibly, again, should have put these on the white busts. Apologies if I'm going to be in trouble later for not doing the right colour.
Not at all, not
I
at
like
all.
the black velvet busts so much.
Do you know what it is? It's more the lighting. They look fantastic. It's more the lighting in the studio that doesn't show them off enough. That's what it is. So you're all right. You're all right. You're all good.
Ben's turning the lighting off for us
Yes.
also. Thank you,
Yes.
Ben. So what we're going to do is to create a surface which is going to sit over and protect and hold together your entire ring. So you do want to take a little bit of time in wiring this together, but all it is literally wrapping with 0.4mm gauge.
Okay.
So I will show you the technique that I've used to put the zigzags in at the bottom.
Great.
So if I can just find my 0.4, if you wanted to cover the entirety of your circle that goes around the head of the ring with 0.4mm gauge, you would need a significantly longer piece than I'm using now.
Yep.
You can add in, but it is so much nicer to have one continuous thread. So I'm going to work with about that much, about 20 or so inches,
Fab.
which is a really comfortable length to work with. Your wire doesn't tend to over-harden too quickly, and I will have enough left on both of these ends to complete the other half of the, I want to call it a ring topper.
Yeah.
The bit that goes over the surface
Yeah,
of the
because
cap.
I'm just show what I mean, because obviously on the other side as well, there is a whole host of gorgeous intricacy there as well. Do you see what I mean? It's not just about that front section supporting that beautiful that is a beautiful cab though, isn't it?
That was probably my favourite one from that kit.
Yeah.
In joint first with the big pendant next to you, because that has the artistic splash of green on the left of the cab, which so perfectly fits with the Apatite. It's just a joy to work with, an absolute joy. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that my little smiley face frame has got the right tension to fit my cabochon that I've chosen, which is the beautiful lagoon green one. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a push, and as you push the top part down, it does scooch up a little bit. Now the easiest way to start off is to pinch one side, and you can see that that opens, but because you've pinched, you know where to get to. And I'm going to start off in the middle of my 20 inches of 0.4 and wrap around. Let me move some of these things out of the way. They must be dreadfully distracting, sorry.
We're all good, darling.
So I'm going to push that through. So I've got one wrap which is tying the bottom of this little face frame together. And then I'm going to offer in my pre-curved little zigzags. And again, these were done with a pair of pliers, would be a bit neater with your wire crinkler tool, which I temporarily forgot the name of, sorry.
They look great like that though. They look, it seems, you know, as long as you've got your angles right for your pliers, it seems
definitely. So I've wrapped once around both sections of the framework, and then I'm going to come over the top and encircle both wires of the framework and the zigzag. And it will want to sit underneath because we're working at the top because it's slightly domed where we pressed it down onto the cabochon. So this is the top of the ring. So we're going to need to pinch that quite firmly. And the next bit isn't difficult, but it's tricky. So we're going to push that wire, that 0.4, between the zigzag, but inside the two framework coils. And we do one wrap on the outside framework, and then one wrap that encompasses the zigzag as well. And once you get into the rhythm, it gets much quicker to do. So I'm only going to do one side of this because you don't need to see it repeated over and over again. So all the way around the trough of your mountain range, and then one circle that goes around the framework only. One circle that goes around the mountain range as well, and then, whoopsie-daisy, one that goes around just the framework. Now what I tended to do here is to open those little eyes into the centre, push that end of my 0.4mm gauge, so it is now going around just the single frame, the top half of the wire, and I did that about 5 or 6 times, and what this does is it gives you a nice firm hold, and it will stop your frame from moving around. So once you've got that little coil on the end, you can give that a wee tighten and trim. One of the key tips when you're working with a weave such as this is to make sure that you don't have any sticky outy end bits. Sticky outy end bits can scratch gemstones, they can scratch skin, they can catch on clothing, and they can undo your designs. So taking an extra 2 seconds to chase that tail around, it's really nothing out of your life. Really, is it? An extra couple of seconds and that's done. And you can test it by just rubbing your finger, and if it feels nice and smooth, you know you've done a good job.
Fabulous.
So you would continue, obviously, all the way around and do that on the other side. The next section that we would need to do is to pop the heart in. So we've got our heart, and we're going to want to attach it in several places. So the first thing that we're going to do is to tie these two bits together. so that our eyes, he looks a bit boss-eyed now. Is that the right word?
Oh, it's such a good phrase. I've not heard that for a while.
So what I'm going to do is to come up from underneath with about, this is half of what's left. Sorry, I'm just going to take this out and measure it for you to make sure that we give you the right directions. That's 8 inches, but it's just what I cut off from the one side of the 20 inches, so it should be plenty enough. So I'm taking that centrally, the 0.4 middle section, holding the two squonky eyes together and feeding that round a couple of times. These are all technical terms and should be added to the JM Dictionary
in
of
the
Gemisms.
JM Thesaurus
We do.
of jewellery making.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gem, amazing jewellery as ever. Just taking a break from kitten duty to watch the demo. That's from Lena. Thank you, Lena. Anonymous customer says, Gem, wow, wow, wow. Your designs are beautiful and everyone is stunning. Very talented. From Kath down in Pembrokeshire says, amazing makes, Gem.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Thank you, Kath, my lovely. Really kind of you. Sarah says, they're beautiful stones, but Gem, you've worked your magic again. They are truly exquisite pieces. You are so talented. Feeling the love tonight.
I'm feeling the love.
Elaine, yay, Gem, lovely to see you. I hope you are 100% better now.
We're on the mend. It's 8 weeks today since I broke it, and I can actually lie down and get up now, so things are definitely starting to knit back together. Thank you for thinking of me.
I'm from Claire, who says, wow, I've just tuned in after a hectic day to your absolutely gorgeous work, Gem. That ring is amazing. Always love your demos.
Bless you.
Very clear. Very, very articulate, really lovely just to listen to as well, Gem. So
articulate with words like squinky.
Yes! And boss-eyed, absolutely.
Squinky and boss-eyed. Thank you so much. Thank you all for those beautiful messages. I appreciate it. Okay, so while we were looking at those, all I've done really is gone around the two little eye stalks to create a wrap that holds that section together. Now, one side of the wire will naturally come up inside this eyebrow. The other one, I'm just going to draw up and across that winding. Because this will be stationary once we've locked it in, I'm not going to worry about the stresses on the wire there. Normally, I would be somewhat concerned that that might cause interference or wear away.
Okay.
But because it's going to be completely static, not a problem.
Not a problem. Okay. Yep.
So I'm going to push that one up and around as well. So we've now got a wire on either side. No, I've done them both on the same side. What a fool. So all I need to do is push that up the other side.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Got a wire on either side.
Yeah, got.
And we're going to pop the heart in. And I'm going to go around probably twice, I think, to connect the eyebrow to the heart bottom.
Yeah.
So that's 1 and 2. 2 wraps. And then I'm going to do probably 3 wraps just to hold that in position. Now it's gone a bit lopsided at the moment, but you will be able to push that back into position. You do need maybe 3 or 4 wraps just here to keep that nice and tight and firm. It is going to be performing a job.
Yeah.
And we want it to be static.
Okay.
So I've done, I think, 4 wraps there. Trim off the excess with your flush cutters, one of the best purchases I ever made. Get that coil nice and firm and give it a squidge. Chase that wire around. Tiny bit fiddly to get into the apertures, but never mind, it's worth it in the end. So I'm just chasing that to make sure it's not loose or going to impinge or scratch that beautiful gemstone. So you would do exactly the same on the other side, and then to tie around at the top, I would probably use the residue from what I used to tie the zigzag mountains into position. And this is a case of wiring around the central section, probably about 8 or 9 coils, 2 coils either side to attach the heart to the frame, and then a couple of coils either side to make it look pretty.
Okay.
And what you will end up with is something that looks a little bit like this.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is to make the frame for your ring itself. Now this is a little bit time consuming because you do some wrapping. However, I've done a couple in advance and I'll give you an idea of how we get there. I've used the wrong bit of wire somewhere along. This is not long enough. Excuse me a second, I need to find another reel of, 1 millimetre.
There we go,
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
I've burnt through all the wire, finally, I'm so sorry.
There we go, my darling.
So I would say about 18 inches. Make sure I don't cut Rae anywhere. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling.
Trim off the end and reserve for later use. Give it a very quick condition, grip the end of your 18 to 20 inches, pull it through once and twice, super shiny and slightly work hardened. Spin it around your ring mandrel to the size of your choice. So we're going to go slightly smaller for this ring, I think, and what we want is 4 coils before we get to the crossover. Now I've done that really badly. Look, can you see short side, long side? Don't worry about it, because all you have to do is unwind it, okay? It's super easy. Don't feel like you've made any fatal mistakes at this stage. It's really easy to undo. Now, this will uncoil because it's a spring, so I'm going to push those ends just past, so when it does uncoil, they're coming out almost horizontally that way.
Yeah.
Okay? So what you would need to do here is take a length of 0.4mm gauge, wrap it around the crossover part, and I will just show you with a very short piece of wire quickly what I mean, because I don't want to spend too long on this bit.
That's fair enough. No,
I will show you what we're aiming for, which is to wrap the central section. There's probably about 10 wraps of 0.4, and then about 15 wraps on either side here. So you can, oh, isn't that beautiful?
Look at the sheen on that.
That hasn't been hammered, that's just been work hardened, and you'll see that none of the coating's coming off. It's stunning.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so if I pop that down and just show you very quickly how to start off, what will happen as you're working the 0.4, the springiness of the design will make it a bit baggy.
Okay.
So you don't want to be too fussy to start with. You don't start pressing the wire down too heavy-handed to begin with, because you'll probably go back in a second and redress that before. Can you see? Has opened up ever so slightly just here. You may not be able to see, but I can see it. It would bother me. Just at the bottom. But what you would need to do is do a couple more wraps, and then you'd be able to pull that firmer. So if you're struggling to get that through the shank of the ring, you can use a pair of pliers just to grab the end. Once you've done your 10 to 12 wraps over the head part of the ring, you would continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you would continue out a nice long length. As I said, this is just a very speedy demo to give you an idea of how to achieve what we're looking at. I'm just going to push that out of the way and show you how to make 1/2 of the frame. Just holding that with my hands and starting to form a shape which I know is going to fit. So I want the ring shank to sit centrally across my ring, and then I want this to come round and replicate that end. Once I've got that in size, that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to pop that out of the way and start coiling quite close to the end. Now this can be as tight or as loose as you want, depends on how much wire you want to use. Got that coil started, and then in with the flat pliers, pushing that round to generate that coil. Now this kind of coil I'm doing a little bit more quickly because obviously I want to show you everything. But what you would do is you want a little gap at the top of the ring. I had it upside down then, fool. So we want to bring that around. We want this gap open here so we can work with it. Wunderbar, thank you so much. This is what it looks like when you haven't rushed it.
Not at all. We are confined, unfortunately, with time, but I know that everybody at home will massively appreciate you kind of going through the stages on this one.
Okay,
I know that we do, sweetheart.
Bless you. You're very kind, thank you. So the next stage is really just tying the topper frame to the ring base together. Now you can be as beautiful as you want with this. As I said earlier, I used a limited amount of the 0.4mm gauge because I wanted to make more than one piece of jewellery. That's why the underside is a little bit cobwebby. However, if you put that on your hand and flap, it's going nowhere. I dare you to flap.
It's nowhere. Nowhere.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So what we're looking to do...
Feels so lovely on as well.
Oh, good. I am glad. No, there's something spectacular about this, Jasper. There really is. It's so beautiful, but it also has a nice feeling to it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gorgeous.
We don't always talk about how gemstones feel. We talk about how they make us feel. We talk about how they look. We talk about how heavy they are, how well they take a sparkly cut to them. But these feel amazing. So what we're looking to do is to attach the ring shank on the flat side of our cabochon. like so. Now, theoretically, at this stage, you could take your goopy glue and just glue it on. If that's what you wanted to do, glue it into position.
Yeah.
And then you've got a complete head of the ring, which is all gemstone. If you weren't 100% satisfied with your wiring to begin with and you wanted an extra safety net, you could still glue it, ensuring that you only pop the glue in the eye of the coil. Because that will mean that you will be able to lift the rest of the coil, the open section, to do the wiring. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of a start, how that's going to work, and the rest of it I made up as I went along, genuinely zigged in and out of the frame at the bottom to join it to the frame at the top. So I've got a length of wire about 20 inches, this is 0.4 mil. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the open section of one of my coils and wrap around a couple of times. What I'm doing here is generating a bit of security and strength, and I know that that's going to grip quite firmly now. I then want to pop my gemstone into position like so. I'm just going to start sizing things up, making sure that you've got the domed side out, as it were. You don't want to put the flat side in. Now, being an octopus at this stage would also be handy. I will not lie to you, because that's exactly what happens.
Popping out.
I'm sorry, it just went sploot.
Sploot? That's another one. We'll add that to the Jewellery Maker. Thesaurus, you should write them down, Dan.
So the other benefit to gluing your cabochon 24 hours prior to this bit is it won't go splooting anywhere. So you can put your thumb inside the shank, press down on the cabochon, press down on the frame, and if you can see how I'm holding this, it's all into position, and hopefully that should stay put and not go too mobile for you. So I'm not going to spend too long on this, but all I'm doing, you've got a frame, wire around the frame, push that inside the frame, inside the coil, and pull. And that is all I did all the way around. Keep going all the way, cross it over a couple of times, and that will be nice and secure for you.
I'll spin that round as well, my darling.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
There. Yeah, and I'm so sorry that we really wanted.
It was a little bit ambitious.
No, but we really wanted to concentrate tonight. And to be fair, Jem came in and we specifically asked Jem if she would demo this, because I know that sometimes our designers come on and there's something really wow factor there, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. But with time constraints, we end up, and I don't mean this is a derogatory sense, we end up doing a pair of earrings instead of what you want to see. So I was saying to Dan yesterday, I said, I really want for us to do a demo where I know the audience will see the piece of jewellery and they want that, they want to know how to do that. Because so many of you have got in touch with me on Facebook since I've been back here saying that there was a necklace that Linda did, but we didn't see the demo for that. It was because of time constraints. It's the same when Claire's been with us, when Jem has been with us. So when Jem came in tonight, I was like, let's do a masterclass. Let's properly do one for you. And you've loved it. The messages that are coming in are fabulous. So thank you so much for humouring us, entertaining us with that.
And saying sploot.
Everybody's loved it. Everybody's loved it. Now, Jem, in case anybody's got further questions about this, they can get in touch with you on your Facebook page, can't they, my darling?
It's JM guest designer Jem Hawkes. That's Jem with a J.
Yep.
And as our producer has just said, Dan's just said, you can watch it back on YouTube,
you'll be able to watch
which
it on
will be
YouTube
uploaded sometime
later.
after the show.
Yeah, smashing. Thank you so much. We've got our second question coming up for you for our competition. Now, our first question, of course, was about Wimbledon. I hope you've got that. Second question tonight for you. What type of gem is the Black Prince Ruby? It's not a trick question. It's not a trick question. What type of gemstone is the Black Prince Ruby? First question, of course, in which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? And of course, make sure that you take a note of that one. And this one is, what type of gem is the Black Prince Ruby? The clue is, it's not a ruby. Okay, so that is your second question. Now, I know I loved spending time with Jem on that demo. I hope that you enjoyed the longer demo. I know that I thoroughly did. It's now time for tonight's must-have. I know you've been waiting for those as well. It's time for your Labradorite in your portrait silver. So much silver in these gorgeous brand new pendants and connectors. And they're up for you for tonight's must-have next. This is so substantial, it really is. Really, really substantial. Look at this. So much silver in this. Poof, my goodness gracious me. Feel the weight and see the quality. You've got 4 smaller size bezel set rounds, 3 really large ovals, and a heck of a lot of silver. A load of silver in this piece, really quite dramatic. And look at the labradorescence. It is really, really beautiful, isn't it? Sensational. Look at that. Now, look, I need you to understand how much, there is over 9 grams of silver in this substantially beautiful connector. Really is quite outstanding, it's got to be said. Really, really is. Now, again, I'm just going to try and hold that up to the light for you so you can see the light just catch. Oh, my goodness me. Even the smaller ones. Look at the smaller rounds with the they're fantastic quality, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Now, I know you've got different names for the different Schiller, labradorescence, the different. I know you have your own kind of personalised names for the type of the different Schiller that you see in these. It's quite outstanding that even the smaller ones have got that amazing peachy glow.
It's absolutely incredible. It's so rare to have your hotter, your peaches, your purples, your reds in labradorite. And as you say, to get them in even the smaller ones is amazing. But when you get the green gold like that, it is like sunset.
It isn't it just
stunning.
Amazing. A lot of silver. 18 carats of labradorite. It's $27.95. Just to sort of put this into context, I have, without a doubt, I've seen bracelets without any, just the bracelet in the gram weight of silver, closing £2 higher than with the labradorite. So the really inordinate amount of solid sterling silver you get in here is absolutely phenomenal in that substantial gram weight. Do you know what? Take delivery of this, get it home with your 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a very high-end piece of jewellery waiting to happen right there, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning. You could work as hard as you wanted to. You could let that be its own star. It deserves one of those things on the floor in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I do believe labradorite does deserve that because I am obsessed with it. Hi Elizabeth. Hello to Janet. Hello to Collects in Bedfordshire. Hi Sandra. Hi Candy. Hi Claire. Hello to Deirdre. Hello to Collectors in Essex, Hampshire. To Susan. Lovely to see you as well. Again, loads of you on the phone lines. Please do hold those lines. Now, I'm going to move on to the pendant for you. And the pendant, again, so same design. If you watched last night's show, you will have seen the turquoise. It flew out the door. We had 78, and I've got 68 last night. 68. I've got just over 80 physical chances for the labradorite. Now, the price is so good. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Sorry about that little.
That's all right. No, it is. It is one of those moments, isn't it? Whew. Proper ethereal glow. Really is. I love, love, love this gemstone for so many reasons. But one of the reasons I feel is that it just has an energy. It really does. You know, there is not one single moment of labradorite in these amazing brand new pieces that doesn't have its own energy, its own pizzazz, its own something that draws. I just feel drawn to labradorite. I really do. There is something about this gemstone that just makes me want to pick it up, makes me want to wear it, makes me want to, just adore it. And I know that so many of you feel the same way. I know Gem definitely feels the same way about labradorite. Solid sterling silver. And I am just going to just spin that round because you see the whole host of silver. But also, just to show you as well, and this is what Claire was saying last night about the turquoise. Do you remember? She was saying that this jump ring, it opens, okay? So this is you can just see, just here, okay? You can just see there. So that literally connects onto a chain. You don't even need to have an extra jump ring to attach. Yes! So far away from 20. Now come on, that is a deal, isn't it? $16.95. Oh my goodness gracious, so exciting to have these brand new designs. Beautiful portrait design. I'm just going to spin that round again. I just want you to see. Wait until that, so that's 12 carats of beautiful Madagascan Labradorite. And again, each piece will have its own schiller, its own labradorescence. Some may be more powerful than others, some may be more subtle than others, some may be more alluring, some may be more eye-catching. It's just dependent on the natural beauty of that beautiful gemstone. But what I will say to you is you've got a heck of a lot of silver. Dan, have you got, it's 4 grams, isn't it? 4 grams of solid sterling silver that is bringing that pendant to the table. $16.95. Absolutely stand out deal on that one. Look at that glow. Now again, we've seen, I'm going to bring just the other one in for you because you can see the different types of labradorescence. Blue, powerful blues, beautiful golden greens and peaches. And then the next one that I've got for you is like a golden rainbow. It's absolutely incredible to see all those different types, those interpretations of the iron and of course the copper inclusions inside the labradorite that through the different layers reflect back at you. You're loving this beautiful deal. So pleased that you love the price as well. The larger connector that I just brought in for you, the triple connector, details on your screen for you. Now, the double connector piece is coming up for you in a matter of moments. So please, that'll be the first thing that you see, before we kick off with Minute to Win It. So please do make sure that you're joining us on the phone lines for all of those. Listen, it's a really, really busy Sunday night. So lovely. Oh, sorry. Hit my mic then. So lovely to have your company, but genuinely, myself and Jem and Dan and the team tonight, loving your messages for Jem and of course her amazing demos. And of course, we've got another kit with Jem in just over an hour. Now, there's not a question for the competition in this next hour. The question, the third and final question for the competition to win that money going towards your attendance at one of our Jewellery Maker courses is at 9 o'clock. You've got an hour to wait. It's definitely an hour worth watching. Last to stock, Minute to Win It. Quantities of 3s and 4s and 7s and 15s, and they have not been on screen for an age. There is the most amazing beryl strand coming up with 8 in stock. If you don't get it, you are missing out. I would love to have it. Make sure you're joining us for it. We've got such a jam-packed show. One more must-have for you on that double connector labradorite in silver on the other side of this. Don't go anywhere.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen, from the item code and the product description right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
You can watch us every day 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview.
A
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Don't panic, welcome back to the Late Show. We are doing Minute to Win It, absolutely guaranteed, but squeezing in for you a gorgeous double connector for you with your Labradorite. So just had the single connector pendant, and now we've got you that beautiful look. Have a look at this. Oh, it's such a great Labradorite. You can see again, so that you can just see here. So you can see they're both open. JM Labradorite is breathtakingly beautiful, says Liz, and the prices are utterly amazing. Wow. They are. I agree with you totally, totally and utterly. They are quite outstanding. Tanya actually sent us as well saying, I've never had a bad strand of Labradorite. It sparkles so much in the sun. Look, I know our suppliers, I know our gem hunters. I've been buying our amazing Labradorite for a very, very, very long time. It is really good. Really good. I've seen poor Labradorite. I've seen Labradorite where we've been offered it for so many dollars less per carat. But I've got to say, this is great. Please. Yes. Yes. Under 15. You've just got to go for it, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's...
Look how much silver as well.
I was going to reference that actually. When you look at the back of the Labradorite pre-made pieces that we bring to you, the connectors and so forth, the attention that's gone into polishing that, that's cut it beautifully. Yeah. I have done a little bit of silversmithing in the past, and my standards are not like that.
But you know, they're an amazing team. They're an amazing team.
Absolutely.
And the value alone in the Labradorite itself, and then all the silver work. $14.95. Another part of tonight's must-have. You have absolutely loved all 3 of those. Absolutely. Say again, Dan. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have another Labradorite connector in the vault, and you're trying to see... Dan's saying that there is another Labradorite connector that's come into our warehouse, and he's just trying to see if we'll be able to put that into the show for you tonight.
Fingers crossed.
We have to leave at least an hour for the warehouse, don't we? Okay, so we have to leave at least an hour for the warehouse. So could we... All right. Keep me posted on that, please, Daniel. Thank you. Keep me posted on that one. There is another Labradorite connector in our warehouse. We're just seeing whether or not we can get that. Hopefully we'll be able to have it before the end of the show tonight. Okay, great stuff. Lovely, Dan. Thank you, sweetheart. Chance for you to be able to get hold of this on your screen. Dan, can I see some lovely names, please, my darling? Thank you, lovely. Hi, Alberta. Hi, Joy. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Charlene. Oh, my goodness me. So many of you there. Hi, Venetia. Hi, Mandy. Can I just say everybody on the phone lines, hold those lines. That is busy. So good to see. Hold those lines. Well done. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, we're going to kick off with your minute to win it. I'm going to pop this up for pre-order for you. This is my star buy at the end of the hour for you before we join Gem for our second kit tonight. This is Emerald Tumbles. What? I know. Emerald Tumbles. Absolutely huge. And you are going to just adore the price. That's available for pre-order now. That's coming up for you. But right now, it's time for me to get my skates on with a minute to win it. Right, there's loads to squeeze in. I need to warn you, okay? It's so important. I did try to give you a heads up yesterday. Lots and lots and lots of you are like, well, I missed out on that. This is a minute to win it. These are last of stock pieces. And we're talking 7s, 20s, probably 17, 20, biggest quantity that we've got for you in these. A lot of these are 3s, 4s and 7s. It's the only way we can move them out of our vault, or they're just sitting there. The prices are amazing, the deal is amazing, and you've only got a minute to win it. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. Okay, first box, please. Beautiful. Number 1, I've got sunstone in here, darling. Number 2, I have got those. Yep, huge, absolutely huge. Have a look at these. Okay, 3 beautifully faceted green amethysts. I mean, gemstone quality or what? They're beautiful, aren't they? 3 of them, 5 carats each. Now, I won't have a chance, I don't think, to take them out of the box, but I will just very quickly try and take one of these. Oh, that clock is ticking. Okay, I'm just going to grab one of these out of the box and pop it on the back of the hand for you, just so you get a chance to see that one. Look at that. Goodness gracious me. You are looking at Praise Your Lights, your green amethyst, faceted pairs, 15 by 10 millimeters, gemstone quality. Proper gemstone set jewellery quality. Amazing quality. The colour of that sage green. Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely glorious.
Glorious stuff. 3 of those, they come into you in your diamond grade boxes. And of course, that means you're going to need your tweezers to open that box. It's got a lovely little padded centre, so you can nestle the Kool-Aid and the pavilion of those gorgeous amethysts into the box themselves. And again, think about having the fact that you've got their proper, full-on, genuine, polished, faceted to perfection quality. Last few seconds available for you. $51.95, pushing the boundaries on those beauties for you with that price. Absolutely. Good luck indeed. Going to pop those back into the box very, very quickly. Next that we've got for you, gosh, there's so many boxes to go through here, my goodness. Okay, so we've got pendant and earring set in silver. So you get the very cute, actually, very kitsch designs, solid sterling silver with your enamelling. And then, of course, you've got your lever arch backs on your earrings. You've also then got a point in the centre where you are going to be able to set, and very, very quickly, I'm just going to grab one with the tweezers here, amethysts. You're going to get 3 amethysts that just nestle into that prong setting, push the prongs over, and you're good to go. $31.95. There's a lot of silver here as well, Dan, isn't there? A lot of silver. Gram weight of the silver for you that you're getting here, 1.3 carats of amethyst on those 3 round brilliant cut. And of course they are Gemfield's Zambian amethysts. And then of course you've got your silver weight there, which is 4.6 grams. 4.6 grams. $31.95 for you with 15 seconds left to go. Again, minute to win it. These have closed so much higher. Do make sure that you're checking out that. Isn't the enamelling bright on that? Really beautiful. Now, that's with the pink enamelling, right? I'm going to leave those there for you because the next, if ever there was a gorgeous sunflower colour. Ooh, wow. Look at this. This is a proper lime green enamelling. Look at that. Now it says neon yellow, and it's definitely day glow neon yellow. And then of course you've got the earrings and the pendant, so very same as the last kit for you. And this time I'm just going to grab one of my little smoky quartz. 4.8 grams of solid sterling silver and, oh, don't ping across the room, and a smoky quartz. Round cut to perfection, faceted, caramels inside, to pop in the centre of those earrings for you, $31.95 for those beautiful earrings. Again, 4.85 grams of solid sterling silver, and of course, cracking quality enamelling, it's got to be said. You can really see the brightness and the sheen of that enamelling, can't you? $31.95 on your screen. Now, of course, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything, including minutes to win it. You definitely do. And of course, at one postage and packaging price for the entire day. You've got to think of this hour almost as a clearance hour, where they are so last of stock. There is no, and other than being able to get these on our website, you wouldn't normally see these in an hour. Hold those lines for you. Good luck. Moving on to Birthstone kit yeah, I've got it. So this is August Birthstone kit. Perfect, ready for next month, ready to go. So, okay, the components. So how many have I got sort of similar? 5 of them. Okay, so I've got 5 Birthstone kits. They all come with the same components. So I'm going to leave this one out for you. I'm going to show you. So you get 3 jump rings, openable jump rings. You get 2 lengths of solid sterling silver Rolo chain, and of course an extender. You then get, of course, your fabulous lobster claw clasp. Then in this particular kit, you are getting 2 hearts of solid sterling silver and a gorgeous peridot dead center. This is August's Birthstone bracelet kit. So if you're making a bracelet for somebody, of course, who is celebrating their birthday next month, it's sorted at under £25 for you. 0800 644 655, the number that you need to be dialing to make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Bright, beautiful peridot. It really is as well. Look at that glowing. Beautiful amount of silver in this kit as well for you. So make sure you're checking out on this one. I've got another 5 Birthstone bracelets to bring you. All of the components, as I say, so this is number 5, so another 4 to bring you. But again, thinking about all those gorgeous moments of the solid sterling silver that you're getting in this, it really is such a deal. So that's the peridot for August for you. Next, I've got Opal for October for you. I'm going to leave that there for a sec, and I'm just going to take out the Opal centre and pop that there for you. So everything still remains the same, but then you get your Ethiopian opal in the centre. This is October's birth, and look at that play of colour. Whoo!
Wow.
That is some gorgeous amount of colour coming out of there, isn't it?
That's spectacular.
Beautiful. $21.95 on your screen for gorgeous hot oranges, beautiful neon greens and reds coming in, and you've got a minute to win it at $21.95. I'm just going to show you the reverse so you can see the smoothness of that silver, the polish. So really beautiful gram weight, over 4 grams of your solid sterling silver throughout the entire bracelet. And again, you still get the lobster claw, the 2 lengths of chain, and of course your jump rings to be able to put that all together. $21.95 on your screen with 30 seconds left to go. And again, if you wanted to add all of these to your order, you're still only paying that 1 postage and packaging price. Still only paying the 1 post and packaging price point of $2.95 for the entire day. So that was your Ethiopian opal. This is October's birthstone. We've had August peridot already. Make sure you're checking that out. This was your Ethiopian opal. Going to pop that back in. Next, we've got November's birthstone for you with your sky blues. Oh, that's very sparkly. Really sparkly. Price will kick in on your screen, the clock will start to tick, and I promise you an amazing opportunity on all these bracelets. Fantastic deal. 0800 644 655. It is, of course, the number that you need to be dialed. It's free to call us. RAPK49, RAPK49 is the code on your screen, of course. If you want to make sure that you are checking that out, do it. $24.95 for your sky blue topaz. Clarity and brilliance is amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Really is.
Really beautiful on there.
Total sparkle coming off that, isn't it? Really lovely. And I'll just spin that around for you to see the reverse. Nice and smooth, beautiful polish, I've got to say, on that silver work as well. Looks like it's rhodium finished on that one also. Solid sterling silver, of course, you get in the 2 lengths of chain, the lobster claw clasp, and the 3 jump rings, so that you know that that's all that you are getting in every single one of those. They all have the same components, they all have, but they have different gemstones. This is the sky blue topaz, and you're at $24.95. Amazing present ideas and gift ideas to be giving. Hold those lines. Now we're staying with November, but this time around, just pop this out the box for you. It is your white topaz. Diamond-like brilliance from the white topaz that you're getting here as well. Really bright. Again, staying with November's birthstone for you. You're looking at 55 points of your bright white topaz. Have you got an origin for the topaz, please, Dan? Ah, it's that beautiful Minas Gerais Brazilian deposit. Totally natural and enhanced. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blues that you get, of course, from the sky blue are an enhanced blue, but then that piercing ice white is all natural. $24.95. You can see there's little heart designs that you've got on the connector there, and then of course the connector point. You then have your 2 lengths of chain. Now, does it have a length on the bracelet, Dan, or should I give that a quick measure? I will do, darling. Yeah, I will. So you're looking at, so that there, so that's 10 centimetres. So you're looking there, and then the other length of that. Okay, so that's in total, you're looking at 19.5 for the lengths of your chain. And then, of course, you've got your connector in between. So I reckon it's going to sit at around 9 inches max. Now, we've got 1 left of those birthstone, and it is January. Oh, what a cracking quality garnet that is as well. Got my fingerprint all over it. Here we go, set in the solid sterling silver for you. Bright, bright, juicy reds coming your way. Gorgeous quality. Really deep, decadent colour. Flashes of crimson coming through there as well. On your screen, $24.95. Now again, you know, thinking about the components, thinking about the price that you're paying. Now see, there we go. It shows off the reds perfectly there. Now what I am going to do while you're checking out on this is I'm going to make sure that I put the components back in the original peridot box. Flying out of the door at the moment, which is gorgeous to see. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. If you've got all of these in your basket and of course in your carts, you're going to need to make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you possibly can. So those are all of our birthstone bracelets that you're getting here tonight with us. On our minute to win it, you've got 20 seconds left. Now, just to remind you, if you're thinking, gosh, I want all of those bracelets, Rae, that's fine. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with us here at Jewellery Maker. When you take delivery of your order, that's when that 30 days kicks in. You're paying under £3 the entire day's postage and packaging. Our UK call centre are ready and waiting to take any questions that you may have, of course, and no questions asked on that 30-day money-back guarantee either. Well done, hold those lines. Moving then on to, yeah, my chair is proper squeaking. I know, I don't think this chair is made to be sat in as often and as long as it is. Yeah, have a look at these. Wow! Look at the faceting on these. Now, beautiful fancy cuts of Cognac quartz. Really lovely shapes, aren't they?
I don't believe I have ever seen a shape like that. That's amazing. And
Isn't
what
it gorgeous?
Stunning gemstone to show it off.
Really is. Such gorgeous, rich colour, isn't it? Really beautiful.
Glorious, really beautiful.
It's got just that little bit more gold to it than a smoky quartz. Really, really quite bright. Lovely, beautiful faceting work on these, it's got to be said. Very, very last of stock on this strand though. 60 carats of Cognac quartz, 8 to 11 millimetres on a 14 centimetre strand. Oh, is it stock or clock? I think it's going to be stock on this one. Got to make sure that we say that properly, especially at this time of night after a few gins. All on your screen, hold those lines, well done. Moving then on to, okay, so we had those beautiful amethysts for you in the first opportunity tonight in our Miss It Miss Out. I've now got for you triangle cut collection. Earrings. I can see some earrings. They are gorgeous. You've got fire opal, you've got serenite and citrine. Really beautiful. I've got to say those fire opals are glowing. Wow. Absolutely. Citrines, deep, deep, rich and amazing, amazing quality fire opal. Got to be said. Look at those fire opals. They are literally some of the most delicious reds that you are going to get. Did you see how red those fire opals were? Absolutely outstanding. That's them in the box. Orange American fire opal. Look at the recording again and see them in daylight. Holy moly. They don't even look, doesn't even look like fire opal. It's so beautifully, beautifully saturated. Good gracious me. Absolutely amazing. Oh, you might, wait, no, they're garnets. I was thinking that, my goodness me, I was thinking they do look like Rajasthan garnets there. So you get the citrines, and you're either getting either fire opal from the USA or garnet. I was questioning myself then. Do you know when they, because they look amazing in the box, and I was thinking they look like a totally different gemstone in daylight. What's going on?
I was going to say, I don't think I've seen them look like that before. But
No, bizarre.
Amazing.
Gorgeous stuff. The quality on those is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, pop these back in the box. Oh, lots to... Right, where am I going, my darling? Sorry, Dan. Number 13. Box number 13. There we go, got it. Oh, okay. These are incredible gemstone quality. Wow. Oh my goodness. You haven't seen the cutting on these for a very long time. I'm going to have to get one of these out the box. You're getting 3 smoky quartz, okay? They are absolutely tremendous. I've got to use the tweezers to be able to open these diamond grade boxes. That's what they're there for. Oh, hallelujah. This is good. Okay. I need to pick this up. Spin fire cut. Now I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to spin it round for you so I can show you. Look at all the faceting. Look at all of that. Absolutely mesmerising. Look down the gemstone. I know this is not the best way to show it to you, but I don't think the tweezers are going to handle it very well. Look at all that. Look at that light show. Look at the caramels. Look at the honeys. Look at that. Doesn't that look like spun gold inside that beautiful smoky quartz? Wow.
Incredible.
Beautiful,
Absolutely
beautiful,
breathtaking.
beautiful. Really quite outstanding. Listen, they're £29.95 under £10 per beautiful gemstone. They come to you in the actual diamond grade box. They are, without a doubt, very high-end gemstones. You could make some beautiful high-end jewellery with that. Moments left on that one. We all know, of course, the history surrounding these. Just wait, just hold the lines on that one. Well done. Number 14, coming up. This is lovely. Got a solid sterling silver and white topaz mount. Just going to show you that there. And I'll show you the side profile so you can see the prong setting that is waiting to receive your gorgeous pearl. And that just a little bit of glue sits in the centre with your button pearl. Bear with me, I'm just going to show you that. There it is. Give that a little twist through the drill hole that is already in your beautiful pearl. $13.95. Amazing value. Absolutely outstanding value. $13.95 for all the silver. You've got topaz here, white topaz, okay? They are beautifully, beautifully brilliant cut. You've got faceting there as if they were a diamond with those amazing facets. Just a little bit of beautiful sparkle on the silver work. And then you have a freshwater cultured pearl. There's a 7mm round, a little button if you like, half drilled. Just show you the drill hole here as well, as you can see. All put together, $13.95. Big reductions on our minute to win it tonight. Only half an hour left. Only half an hour left. Good gracious me, that is flying by. Please do make sure that you're holding those lines well done. Now, just to remind you, we've got those amazing emerald tumbles coming your way. It's available for pre-order. It's coming up just at the end of this hour before we join Jem for the last hour of the late show, and we take you through our second kit with her tonight. Make sure you're joining us for that, won't you? Make sure you are. Moving then on to... I do. Okay, so we've got... Oh, wow. So you saw the enameling that we had for you earlier with the neon and the pink. This is a regal blue. Have a look at this one. And it's a ring mount in a size 7. It must be a size 7 because it goes on really easily. Size 7. And then I'm just going to grab... Oh my gosh, you need to see this opal. Right, I don't know how close you can get in on this, Ben and Kerry, but we need to see this. Have you seen it? Oh, showing you the pavilion, showing you the coulee, showing you the colours that are coming down the camera lens. They are electric in that loose opal. Goodness me. Sits right in the centre, looking gorgeous and bouncing those colours around inside the enamelling. Now I'm just going to pop it in the centre very, very, very quickly. And then of course what you'll need to do is push that in and then just push the prongs over the top of it. And again, it is a, oh my goodness me. I haven't done that brilliantly, but just to kind of give you an indication of how the colours work together. Do you see? Amazing. For $16.95 for that one in a size 7, which is a size N to O in the UK. Size N to O. Make sure you're checking that out. We haven't got many of those available at all. That goes into there now. Those out. Oh, they are sparkling. Huge green amethyst, 255 carats. Listen, we've got some green amethyst in our vault at the minute, but nothing as bold and as big as this. And just literally, just humour me, if you were to see a collarette in a high-end jeweller's, restrung, ready to go for something, you know, like a big red carpet event. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness, look at those gorgeous sage greens and the olive greens and the mint greens now, now that I've taken it out of the studio lights. Do you see how sometimes the studio lights just don't benefit our beautiful gemstones in any way, shape or form? 0800 644 655. It's a minute to win it. You've got 30 seconds of genuine Alto Uruguayan, Brazilian, beautiful, soft pastel greens. Such a difference when I take it down from the neckline down to the desk, isn't it? Let me take it up to the neckline again for you so you see the true colour of them. Because that is so impressive to see. $19.95, an absolute dream of a price for a really extraordinary strand of beautiful green amethyst on your screen at £20. They are gorgeous, and I'm hoping that they're yours. They are really, really beautiful. Well done if you've got a hold of those. Absolutely exceptional. They're going back in the box, and then we go over to silver drusy. Now, let me just rotate these rounds. Price is going to come on your screen. very naughty. Very, very naughty price. Silver drusy hearts, 90 carats, 20 centimetre strand approximately, £12.95. I expect drusy to be at £29 and above. I really do. When you're seeing those sparkly moments, proper heart-shaped, gorgeous, and top drilled as well. So you could just pop a little head pin through there, easily attach those as pendants. You could even rosary link those. They're gorgeous. Really quite sparkly. £12.95 on your screen for 90 carats of silver drusy on your screen. The drusy, of course, is the quartz. As it's immature, as it's forming, and we extract it so we can see those beautiful moments of it coming through. 0800 644 605. Code on this one is COGP07 Charlie. Why I can't remember, it's Oscar. I was going to say Oxford then for some reason. Oscar. Charlie Oscar Golf Papa 07. Don't know why I was going to say that. Oxford for some reason. Don't know. Hold those lines. Well done. Now. Ooh. Something similar last night that literally flew out the door. These are bigger. They are so impressive. Just one on a pendant. With a pinch bail, you've got an entire length strand of pendants here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pendants there, easily. Pinch bail, good to go on the end of a chain, and the energy of that clear quartz, huge. Love the way that we flow through the crystal structure. It literally looks like it's been snapped off the inside of a geode and polished. Beautiful. £35.95 is a big carat weight of 460 carats. Really big. 23 to 48 millimetres on the drop on these. 17 centimetre strand. On average, you're going to get anywhere between 10 and 12 on a strand. They are impressive, aren't they? Really unusual. Seeing lots of little bit of fire coming through those sort of those prism facets as well. Hold those lines. Do hold those lines. Again, really weighty strand. Not seen anything like that for such a long time. It's lovely. Now, this is disco, disco, disco. This is. It really is. I'm just trying to make sure I'm holding this in the right place. It doesn't come undone. There we go. Now, there is a party on your neckline when you're wearing this. Look at that. Before we've even got to the close-up, look at that disco sparkle. Oh my goodness me. It's like Donna Summer is singing to you right there, isn't it? It absolutely, it really, really is. It looks amazing. You're spinning around on the dance floor, the lights are catching every facet. Just, my goodness gracious me, the best. It proper is. Yeah, I was listening to an amazing documentary about the release of that song, the Donna Summer. I feel love. It was an amazing documentary to listen to. She was a backing vocalist, and then they did it as a demo, and then in France they were like, yeah, we just want her to sing it, please. And then that's how she made her big break. Amazing, isn't it? I know, good stuff. Look at that incredible weight as well. 965 carats. Such an exciting strand. Such a fun strand as well. Do you know what I mean? You've got such amazing sparkle with that gorgeous hematite weightiness. Now, okay, rose gold plated big S hooks. And they are big for a reason. Have a look at this. So, you've got, just hold it at the top actually, that's probably a little bit easier for me to show you. There we go. I love the level of detail on these, don't you? Look at that beautiful rope work in the centre. Really lovely. Beautifully, beautifully, beautifully decorated. You've got in this pack 10 of them. They're the copper with the rose gold plating. They are massive S-hooks, but I imagine there are some designs that really call for a really quite substantial clasp like this on your S-hooks.
Oh, definitely. If you're working with something that is a substantial design, then you do want to balance it. But I see those on the front as well.
Yeah, they're absolutely. There's so many ways in which you can incorporate that on a sort of long line necklace, or, you know, something that they've got that lovely rose gold colour to them, which is so popular at the minute, haven't they?
It's everywhere. It's in homewares.
Yeah,
I saw some bar stools the other day with rose gold colour on them.
Oh, where did you see those? I need them.
I'll tell you later.
£12.95 on your screen. £12.95 for 10 of them. They are 40 by 18 millimetres in size. And again, please do make sure that you're checking out on this. Loads of lovely messages coming in about not seeing these in ages, not seen anything like it for a while. Yeah, they're just locked away in our warehouse. They need to be in your baskets. Good luck. Moving on then to, and this will fly out. Oh my gosh, how pretty. Now we've got a vintage weekend. That is definitely a vintage beauty, isn't it? Gorgeous granulation work, stunning level of oxidization, just enough to get that luxury in the detail. £12.95 on your screen. £12.95 for you to be able, and the pearl is beautiful. Bezel set. Detailed granulation work. Size on this is 24 by 20 millimetres, of course, and the pearl is already set. You don't have to worry about sort of setting the pearl. It's already bezel set for you. I'm going to spin it around so you can see. Underside of the pearl is smooth, and so it's been pushed into the bezel setting immaculately. Loads of lovely bright solid sterling silver there. £12.95. £12.95 on your screen. 2.8 grams of solid sterling silver and a beautiful freshwater cultured pearl. Such a stunning addition to if you were rosary linking pearls and then maybe just having that on an off centre sort of asymmetrically. Just a little touch would be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
It would be fantastic, but I can see it at the centre of like a Elizabethan multi-layer pearl.
Even a choker.
Perfect as a choker, yeah.
Beautiful. Gorgeous stuff. Well done. Lemon quartz microfaceted rondelles. I'm going to whip these out the box for you. These are uber sparkly. Let's just grab the, oh wowzers. I love microfaceting. It is such an art form. I don't think we appreciate how difficult it is. But when it's done, and it's done well, ho 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 ho! Oh, fiery, £9.95. I tell you what, with your incorporating into your seed bead work, these sorts of sizes, they are absolutely beautiful. You've got here 8 carats of lemon quartz. You've got your 2 millimeter, they are again all that beautiful size. The fire is insatiable, 29 centimeter strand, and you've got an under £10 deal. Now again, for those of you who have got in touch with us saying love mixing your mediums, your gemstones with your seed beads, these are that perfect size, isn't it? Just so sparkly. Perfect to go with your size 8s and your size 15s and your size 11s and your delicas. With 10 seconds left to go, make sure you're checking out on that one. Do make sure that you're holding those lines. I'm going to pop those back in the box for you and reach in for number 24. Remember, a lot of these are being allocated into baskets. We are literally seeing these flying out the door. If it's not saying sold out on the website, on the app, that means that some people haven't checked them out their baskets, but we have allocated to them. Big pre-nights next. That is what you said, wasn't it, Dan? Now, on average, I would say our pre-nights are about a 4 mil round. Last night on our Minute to Win It, we had some huge elongated drops. These are the biggest rounds faceted that I've seen of this gemstone at under £10. absolutely amazing quality. You're looking at melon tones, looking at grape colour, you're looking at a really beautiful juicy saturation and tone. You're also looking then at the rutile inclusion, which is like a moss green. Sometimes it forms in an arrow-like pattern, sometimes it forms in a dendritic pattern. Every single one individual and unique, and they're massive, absolutely huge for rounds. Last 20 seconds on there coming up for you. Make sure you're checking those out. Maybe you are working this perhaps with the smaller pre-nights that you've already bought from us. Maybe you got the large pre-night drops last night and you're going to be working those with these. Absolutely. Whatever happens, this is an hour where you've just got to add to your stash. Add to your stash. That's what your minute to win it is all about. Make sure that you're holding those lines well done. Moving then on to white quartz pair cabs. 3 of them, all there for you at one price. One price for all 3. Really unusual, isn't it?
Never seen that before. Never, never, never.
Some really unusual look, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Really. So highly reflective. £10.95 for all 3. £10.95. Now these are natural pear cabochons, beautifully, beautifully, beautifully polished. They have, and I'm just going to show you this. One of them's got a little phantom running through it. So you can just see, if I put my finger behind there, you can just see there's a little phantom. So when you see a cloud running through the quartz there, it can be known as a little bit of a phantom. It's again, you can just see just there as well. It's another little phantom just running through the base there. And again, it's all to do with the fact that these are individual, these are unique, and they are beautifully, beautifully, beautifully clean. Got a nice flat bottom there as well to be able to work with. Maybe sticking these on with your shibori is going to work as well, especially if you're using that clear glue that we do for you. Hold those lines in that one. You've got 3 seconds left. Good luck. Beautiful look. Yeah, why not? Faceted sparklers coming our way in these. These are really quite large, aren't they? Just some amazing sparkle coming off. There's so many facets on these. 376 carats, 12mm rounds on a beautifully sparkly strand. £9.95 on your screen. 0800 644 655. Again, a minute to win it. I'm going to give this strand a measure for you, just so you can see the length on this one. Oh, hang on a minute, that's falling off there. You're looking at a 38cm strand on that one. Absolutely jam-packed strand. And again, the clear is going to work with absolutely everything, isn't it? You can see how the light is just bursting through. They're like little mirror balls of quartz, because you can see the light just travelling through and reflecting off my hand. They're amazing. £9.95 on your screen, of course. Got a few more to squeeze in for you before I bring you our emerald tumbles, which you have been pre-ordering on as well, which is lush to see. So do make sure that you're checking out on that one. Of course, from 9 o'clock, we've got your 3rd and final question. We'll open up the phone lines at 9 o'clock for you to enter as well into the competition. And we'll be joining Jem for our 2nd kit of the night. And then we're going straight into Miss It, Miss Out all the way through. And Dan is busy trying to get another Labradorite and silver connector for you for the end of the show. Okay, it's on its way. Perfect. Next one. Yes, got it. Okay. That would be correct then, Dan. Garnet, serenite, and Swiss blue topaz. Amazing quality. It does set it apart from the rest of the crowd, I am going to be honest with you. Beautiful pear cuts, ready to be prong set and set for earrings. Without a doubt, they are made £15.95. Well, you're not going to be charging £15 for serenite studs or Swiss blue topaz studs or natural unenhanced fiery red garnet studs, are you? Now, you may be thinking of something else to do with these beautiful gemstones. Absolutely. But they have been faceted and made to be sold as a pair. Absolutely. Make sure that you're checking out on those. Good gracious me, what a massive saving. 7 by 5 millimeters in diamond grade boxes, so you do need, of course, to be able to use your tweezers to be able to open that box up. You've got literally, I don't know if it's going to be stock or clock on this one. There's so many of you making sure that you're checking out. I'm not surprised on that at all. Not surprised at all. Look at the quantity, literally flying out. Well done. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Got it? Oh, what a colour. Now, if you can't wear this colour on your holidays, I don't know when. This is fabulous. Twisted all the way through. That's an amazing colour, isn't it?
It's outstandingly bright and
Fancy
beautiful.
plain twisted tumbles. What, I really love that colour. That's proper neon bright, isn't it? Holiday colours, if ever I've seen them, definitely. $6.95 on your screen. You've got 13 by 8 millimeters. They're twisted tumbles, beautifully symmetrical all the way through, like a helter-skelter design. And 285 carats of that bright, beautiful colour. It's almost a hibiscus colour, isn't it?
Do you know what? I was
Proper
just trying to
florals.
think what the flower was I was trying to bring to mind. They look like sweeties as well, which is always good.
They are. We've got these gorgeous sweets in the big fish bowl. Remember I was I'm moaning. Sorry. Remember I was saying about how we just had mints in there. I was quite happy with the mints. Not everybody was. Now there's caramels covered in chocolate in there. Honestly, I cannot go to the kitchen. Cannot go to the kitchen. Because I will look like one soon. Speaking of sweets, $6.95 on your screen for that strand. Please do make sure that you're holding that. I've got 2 more minutes to win it. 2 more. Oh, say that again, darling. I've got that in number 34. Is that right? I've got it in 34 ovals. Is that all right? Okay, got the right one. Lovely. Electroplated amethysts. Now, that is exposing the amethyst. That is keeping the amethyst secure and safe and protecting it, and taking the hard work of bezel setting out of the equation. Absolutely gorgeous. All there for you. 55 carats. Look at all of that. Look at that. You've got the most gorgeous solid sterling silver wrapping around that bezel setting. It's going to be a stock or clock on this one. Definitely stock, oversubscribed. Check it out as soon as you possibly can. Hold the lines, hold the lines. One more. Yeah. This is, I've never seen it treated like this. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Microfaceted rose quartz. Absolutely come to mama. They are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. If ever we had a strand of sparkling pink diamonds, microfaceted pink quartz is without a doubt emulating that. They are so pretty. Aren't they so pretty?
Stunning. I'm not a pink person in the slightest, but those are so beautiful. I'd want them with the lemon quartz of a similar dimension.
They are, both of those were so uber sparkly together, weren't they? Yeah, really, really lovely. Fantastic length strand as well, 29 centimetre strand. Now, bearing in mind, they're microfaceted and they are approximately 2 mil. I mean, you are jam-packed on that strand for 29 centimetres, aren't you? Absolutely jam-packed, so much on that strand. $9.95. $9.95 is on your screen. Again, please do. Such beautiful, delicate pinks coming your way in this strand as well. We've got huge emerald tumbles. Yeah, absolutely, emerald tumbles to bring you. Very much looking forward to bringing you those. It is a stunning star buy opportunity that's going to take us all the way through to the end of the hour. Top of the next hour, we'll ask your third question for you in our competition, and we'll open those phone lines. We'll recap the first 2 questions for you as well, and then we'll go through the kit with Gem. Don't go anywhere because your emerald tumbles are up next. Every one of these, every one, a massive, dramatic look. To space these, honestly, I just think that is tremendous to see. 16 by 9 millimeters for this central emerald. Can you imagine wearing a massive carat weight emerald wire wrapped on a ring? Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely, so very much. That's exactly where I would go with them.
We don't get emeralds of this size here normally, do we? You know, to get those tumbles, the graduation on them is lovely, but I have to say that central one where we're seeing the host rock and the emerald, so Brazilian emerald and host rock coming together, and greys of the beryl family as well coming together, and then, and again, it's not an amalgamation, these are not reconstituted. That is so important that you know that. All these amazing greens, all Brazilian genuine emeralds. I will take it up to the neckline for you just so you get an idea of the graduation. I think that's where you're best going to see it, but it's just so simply and elegantly set for you, ready to go. That large one sitting in the center, and you'd have 130 carats of tumbled emeralds on your neckline. I just think it's absolutely spectacular to be able to get these sizes of emerald. And again, you know, yeah, there are different grades of emerald, of course there are. There are moments here where the host rock is still attached to the emerald, which I think is so authentic and so gorgeously genuine to be able to see it. But I also know you're waiting for a price. It's going under £15. £12.95 for you tonight. £12.95 for you to get genuine Brazilian emeralds. Now, how you're going to work with these, I do not know. My mind is a boggle on how you, because so many of you are so talented and you're so experienced, and I see your designs on our Facebook page that you load up, and it is so phenomenal to see your talent and your skill and your hard work and your passion. Again, multi-buy on this, because you may have so many ideas, but to be able to get these sizes of genuine emerald set aside with a little bit of the host rock as well still attached to some, I just think they're amazing, don't you?
They are absolutely fantastic, and emerald is one of the big five or the big four, however you prefer to know it, an aspirational gemstone. Here it is in pebble sizes.
They are, and they are enormous. Absolutely.
There's a big part of me that wants to make a light pull switch for the bathroom with a massive rock of emerald hanging off it.
But you know what? Why not? You get baths made of malachite, light pulls made of emerald.
Yeah.
My mum's been, since I've been back here at Jewellery Maker, she's been like, do you think somebody would make me a gorgeous tie back for the curtain with tassels and gemstones and seed beads, please, and a bit of shibori? I'm like, but yeah.
Totally.
Gemstones for the home, why not? Why not? Absolutely. £12.95 on your screen on an 18cm strand. Please do make sure you're checking out. There's so many of you there. Again, to work with big, beautiful emeralds like that, maybe you've got components at home, you know, maybe do you know what I think these would work beautifully with? Wooden beads. You know, so you have that kind of, that rainforest essence of Brazil with the wooden beads that we used to do for you, set then with maybe some rosary linking on those beautiful moments of the emerald, and then of course maybe some spaces in between, but just really making a big deal out of the fact that all of these are genuine emeralds. Get your certificate of authenticity for 25p extra, and of course that means it will tell you all about your beautiful emerald. But do make sure that if you are getting hold of these, especially if you're multi-buying, that you're checking them out. There are loads of you on the phone lines that are still waiting to check out. Do make sure you're checking out on this one. Lots and lots of web bidders and app tappers already there. Lovely to see you tonight. So good to see you. Definitely a star buy worth waiting for. And also, On the other side of our short break, by the way, we've got the recap on the first two questions and the third question for our, of course, amazing competition tonight. I'll recap it all for you very, very soon. Then we'll be going into opening the phone lines for you to get involved and send your answers in. And then, of course, we'll be with Jem for our second kit of the night. Then we're going into Miss It, Miss Out. And at the end of the hour, we will announce the random picked winner of all of the correct answers. You need all 3 correct answers to be eligible. And then we'll tell you all about that in a matter of moments. Thanks so much for joining us so far tonight. Final hour of the Late Show coming up for you, and it is jam-packed to the rafters. Don't miss a minute, especially when we recap the competition next.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Welcome back to tonight's Late Show. Right, Let's get down to it. So tonight we opened a competition up for you to be able to win £70 towards coming to one of our jewellery making courses. Okay, so £70, of course, comes to you if you are the lucky winner in this hour. Now, to be eligible to win, you have to answer 3 questions. On the 6 o'clock hour, we asked you our first question. In which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? So you needed to make a note of that, find out the answer, put it down in front of you. Then the second question that we asked you in the 7 o'clock hour, what type of gem is the Black Prince ruby? Because it's not a ruby. So what type of gem is the Black Prince ruby? So you needed to write that down, squirrel that away. Now, we didn't ask you a question the last hour because it was jam-packed, bum, 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 bum. Let's get those minutes to win it. So our third and final question is now, from what country does Labradorite originate? So where does Labradorite, where was it first found? Where does it originate? In which country? Now, the reason why I'm asking that, you know, Dan was trying to look for another, he said that another Labradorite had come in and we were trying to see if we could get it for you. He has. Wow. Now, how amazing. It's a smaller size. I tell you what, the price on this pendant is literally grab as many as you can. The price is ridiculously good. How amazing is the quality of that Labradorite?
That is just
Isn't
stunning.
it?
I can't catch my breath. You've got so many different colours rainbowing across that. Oh, magical.
Beautiful. Dan, do you want to open it for pre-order? Shall we? Let's do it. Let's open it for pre-order for you so you can grab as many of these as you possibly can. Please trust me, the price that Dan has said that we can do is amazing. Yeah, it's available for pre-order for you. Go, 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 go. Now, to enter the competition, those were your 3 questions. In which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? What type of gem is the Black Prince ruby? And from which country does Labradorite originate? 3 questions, so 3 answers. You can send them to us now. We want 3 answers. We need your name and your customer number, please. We won't be showing your answers up on screen. They come all into Dan, into the supercomputer. And what happens is, of course, you can send us in your answers via the website, via the app, and via text message. If we can just flash that again, is that okay? So start your message with JM Studio, then you put down your name, your customer number, and your 3 answers. If you get 3 correct answers, you will be eligible for entry into the competition. You've got half an hour to send your entries in, starting from now. You've got half an hour to send your entries in and you could win £70 towards your Jewellery Maker fantastic course. Now, we have got some amazing, amazing deals for you, but before we do those, we've got some miss it, miss out. We've got our second kit with lovely gem. Now, I need some paperwork. You think I'd have prepared. There it is, there's one. I need my generic electronic tablet. I need my water. Then we can go travelling. Come on, let's come with me. Come on, back over to see lovely Gem over here, who has got our second kit. What a lot in our kit as well.
Amazing amount. Absolutely fantastic.
Really lovely.
Yep, very, very pleased.
The hair combs, they go a long way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in there.
Yeah.
Fab. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we've got 5 of our beautiful hair combs. I have to say that they are, because do you know what is so lovely? When my friend got married recently, we used the JM hair combs, and what was lovely is that she was saying that she couldn't get over how easy it was, that the teeth were so smooth. She said she tried loads and they were digging into her scalp and they were pokey and really pointy. So she was saying that they were lovely, which is great, great feedback from somebody who isn't a jewellery maker herself, which really is nice. Loads of gorgeous. Oh, this is just, for me, when I saw Gem's designs, I just went, oh, Renee McIntosh. Have a look at this. You've got the beautiful tulip work, rose work, leaf work in the beautiful wire work that Gem has worked with on this beautiful kit. And really proper, I mean, this kit's called Vintage Tea Rose. And it really is, isn't it?
It is. The colours are so perfect.
Really
absolutely delightful
spot on.
together. Yeah.
Definitely. You've got some beautiful freshwater cultured pearls in there. You've got some Swarovski pearls as well, so you can see kind of the difference between the sort of the perfection of the man-made versus Mother Nature. You've got some, I love those blush rose Swarovski bicones.
They are such a beautiful tone.
They're a stunning tone, aren't they?
They're dusky,
really.
they're antique-y, they're not overly pinky pink. They're a beautiful rose tone.
It's almost that antique tea rose that you get. It's really blousy sort of colour.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, it is nice. Then we've got some amazing green amethyst. I'll go through with you what you're getting in the kit, okay? So let's cover your genuine gemstones first. So you're getting your beautiful strand of amethyst here, 60 carats of plain amethyst. I don't know where I'm going there. Amethyst! Amethyst, beautiful graduated plain ovals, 5x4 to 12x7, 29 centimetre strand that you're getting there. And I've got to say, beautiful tone tassels. We'll be talking about those a little later. Then you've got your stunning rice pearls. We talked a lot about those last night. Of course, they were in the second kit as well with lovely Claire last night as well. But they go so far. The strand goes so far.
It absolutely does. They
really
feature in so many pieces there.
37 centimetre strand, 2x3 mil, okay? And they are your genuine gemstones. Then we come to your man-mades, which are your Swarovskis, of course. So you've got the beautiful bicone. Do you mind if I just sprinkle a couple of those on your, just to show them to everybody on the overhead rather than in my fingers? That'd be much easier. So you've got your little dusky pink bicones. Pretty, pretty, pretty colour. Getting 48 of those. There are 5 mil on those bicones. Really beautiful. The colours are fabulous. And then we're getting the Swarovski pearls. Now, Swarovski pearls are not genuine freshwater cultured pearls, just so that they are man-made. Thank you, sweetheart. Just catch those. Just pop in a couple of those on there. But what you do get is a uniformity. And I do see the appeal on that. I really do see. But this is what I would call a faux pearl, all right? And that's faux pearls were everywhere in vintage jewellery. Absolutely. My grandfather went to Dubai and was duped and thought he was buying my mum a strand of genuine pearls back in the 1960s and came back basically plastic paste.
When my auntie Sis passed away, we inherited her jewellery collection, and pride of place were 2 strands of faux pearls. Because pearls were so difficult to come by in the 1910s and 1920s, if you had a pearl that was so beautiful, people regarded them very, very highly. And these pieces were insured for as much as a freshwater strand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm actually quite passionate about Swarovski pearls because you can sew them into your clothing. They withstand real abuse. At the heart of this is a crystal, and the coating will withstand things like your body lotions and your perfumes.
Interesting, really interesting, because obviously you have to be a little bit more tender, loving care with your genuine freshwater culture pearls and your South Sea pearls and your oyster-born pearls. Talk to me. Can you wash clothing with your Swarovskis?
Now, I can't guarantee that without checking back on the information, but I did read that it said you could dry clean them.
Oh,
so I'm pretty sure if you can dry clean them, you can probably wash them.
Hand
wash.
I
imagine hand washing.
Maybe not chucking them in at 90 degrees with your whites.
I wouldn't put anything in the washing machine at 90 degrees. But what you can do is possibly put them inside a pillowcase and see how you get on with a sample before you commit to a large piece.
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, most of your wedding attire will probably be dry clean anyway due to the nature of the fabric. But they're so hardy compared to your genuine, and there's a place for everything.
Yeah, there
genuinely
really is. Absolutely, there is. And I, you know, my favourite gemstone is pearl, a real pearl.
It?
Yeah, absolutely, always has been. But I do understand the appeal of the uniformity of the Swarovski pearls. I really do understand that. When you want something that has that uniformity, unless you're buying perfect round pearls, which ka-ching,
thousands.
You know, you're not going to get that uniformity unless you're using your faux. Gorgeous stuff. So you're getting for the Swarovski pearls, they're 6 mil. It's the drilled vintage gold. Also going to get that uniformity of colour with these as well. Getting 100.
There's so many. I
Wow.
had some left in the bag at the end of the day. I'd run out of some of the wires. And
yeah. Okay, so then we've got the 5 hair combs, and then we've got the champagne colour gold wire. Now we've got, I think it is 100 metres of the 0.25, and then you've got your 0.8, and you've got the 10 metres of that as well. I mean, very vintage looking, beautiful jewellery, and still being able to commission those beautiful moments of the choker neckline, even with the smaller gauge, which is really lovely.
Absolutely.
Really nice.
Takes the length.
It's just hovering there then, doesn't it?
It does. It's such a gloss to it. The colour is absolutely sublime. But again, if you work hard on that between thumb and forefinger 3 or 4 times, it will take enough to suspend a lighter weight pendant. Those are both quite open, quite filigree work, as was my interpretation of this period of the Art Nouveau. So, you know, that it is quite light, and they do work so beautifully.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go through, obviously, we have got the 5 hair combs as well, and they're the gold colour. Now, the combined price altogether, if you were to buy these separately on our website, $47.65. Okay, $47.65. Today, though, $34.95, so you've got a saving of £12.70. So essentially getting one of the champagne golds and the Swarovski rounds for free.
That's fantastic. Absolutely
amazing
fantastic.
value. I've got to say, you have embraced this era of jewellery so beautifully, because obviously, you know, and I know there are many sort of architects and many different designers from the sort of the period that René Mackintosh was around, but he's such a prominent designer from then that you can't help but emulate that, really.
There are certain interpretations of his work which I couldn't avoid. I didn't want to avoid, but it's not a direct simile, a facsimile of those. And I think it's quite heartening to be able to look at different periods of design. My personal favourite is Art Deco, which I did a couple of weeks ago, which is absolutely wonderful. But when looking into this, there's so much to inspire you. And then have a look at the Victoriana, have a look at the Tudor jewellery, even go as far back as you possibly can, looking at jewellery that's been found in dig sites over in East Suffolk, in that sort of area. It's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
And it is so inspirational.
Absolutely beautiful. No, absolutely beautiful. Right. $34.95 on your screen. Take us through, sweetheart, what it is that you're going to be demoing.
What I thought we could do is have a look at a couple of the component parts and how to handle the Swarovski bicones.
Yeah.
And it would basically enable you to make the round floral pendant, which is nearest to you, and components of the hair comb that is in front of that piece as well.
Fabulous. Yeah, lovely.
But if there's anything that you see on the screen right now that you particularly want me to talk
that's
through,
a really good idea.
Please drop us a text in, and I'd be happy to just sort of chat through, well, that was achieved by such and such a technique.
That's a great idea.
So we can always sort of add on to it, yeah?
Yeah, lovely. That would be perfect. Thank you, sweetheart. Over to you, my lovely.
Okay. Well, my interpretation of the Mackintosh rose isn't quite like the Mackintosh rose, but it's quite angular. So I think it is harmonious with that period of design.
Yeah.
So we're going to work with the 0.8mm gauge wire. And initially we're going to start with, I think, about 4 inches, possibly slightly less, 3.5 maybe. And I think I just measured one earlier on. Bear with me a second. I did, yes. So it is a 4-inch length of 0.8mm. And let me just double check that that's one, just over 1 inch from the end. We're going to put quite a sharp angle on it. So I'm going to just pop this down against the ruler and then bring it back. So that's just over an inch and a 1/16, maybe something like that. And I'm going to bring that angle back round. So that's quite a sharp angle. And I really want you to get tight in there if you can to make that nice and firm. Now, don't overwork your wire, but if you give that a bit of a wiggle, you can get quite a nice firm and sharp point on the end there. Give it a squeeze with the pliers, the flat-facing pliers as well.
Excuse me.
So once you've got your half arrow design, we're going to put the Swarovski bicone on the long section of the arrow. And they slide onto the 0.8 without any problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you're working with a glass or a crystal such as the Swarovski, you need to pay attention that you're not going to be stressing it out in any way. So I would just open this out slightly, come in flush to where I want my bend to be, which is on the midsection. Would you call that a girdle?
Yeah.
On the bicone?
Yeah.
So I've come quite close in there so that I'm next to it, but not touching it. And I'm going to put another 45-degree angle in without touching the crystal with my pliers. There we go. So you can see that that does start to nestle that lovely shape, which is applicable to the deco design period as well. It's quite angular,
definitely.
quite geometric. So I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to put another 45-degree angle and another 45-degree angle. Now you can see, because we've crossed over the main stem of our Macintosh rose, it now won't slide down. Which is groovy, because you don't want it to move around. You want it to be at the head of the rose, because it has that lovely colour. So quite tight, close again to the main stem. Another beautiful right angle. Just taking care that you don't get your pliers to interact too much with the crystal itself. What you can do at this stage is open away, because I've demonstrated where I want my angle to appear. I've pulled the wire forward slightly. You could even slip the bicone out the way if you prefer at this stage, and just get that nice sharp detailing on the angle. My bicone went for a bit of a womble, so I'm just going to bring that back. Sorry, other 1970s puppety things are available also. I couldn't actually reference one right now, but never mind. So we're going to go for our last angle, just getting in there close to but not touching that crystal. Pop that lovely angle over, and you can see that we've generated quite a square, quite a firm form around the crystal. We want that to be so that the square section is snug against the stem section. You can condition your wire slightly just by running it between thumb and forefinger, or you can nibble it with your pliers if that suits you better. So go down there, that's why they're called dolphin pliers. Now, to put a little bit of detail on the top, I'm going to find my round nose pliers now and just put a little circle on the top. And I don't quite know where this came from, but I did it once and enjoyed it, and so I replicated it throughout the whole of the design. So that would be your rose design.
Lovely.
And what I've done is I've pre-made a couple of other ones so you can see how they cluster together. Now, with the hair comb that is nearest to you...
Yeah, I shall grab this, bring it over to you.
Thank you so much. All I have done is tied them together initially with some of the 0.25 by weaving around 2 at a time, then moving on to the next 2. And I can show you that very quickly if you like. Sorry about the rustling.
No, that's all good, all good.
I've lost the end. Or the plot, some might say. It could happen.
Not at all.
There we go. So I'm going to just do quite a small section here. And what I would suggest is that you use a much longer length of your 0.25. But just to get these to sit together neatly in the hair comb design, you would start off by wrapping a couple of times quite close to the head of the rose, maybe about 5 or 6 times. So you can see I've got a little tail of wire just here. Go around a second time, hold the longer end, and then draw the shorter end around. So we're not wasting any, we're not trimming that off and getting rid of it. Again, you will be at pains to ensure that your tail is snugly clipped away. And there we go. So we're going to offer in a second one. Now, if you want to, you can make sure that all the little hoops are going in the same direction. If that doesn't bother you, it doesn't matter, but it's something to look out for. If that is likely to upset you, sort it out now, because you're not going to be able to undo it later. So you can see I've got my first rose here, and my second rose is slightly that way.
Yep.
I'm going to wrap a couple of times around the 2 of them, open the tails or the stems out before I add a third one in.
I see
position.
When you say about the wrapping the 2. Yes.
I thought it might make sense if I kind of did it.
Yep.
So I'm adding a third one in, bending the head of the flower slightly away And then I'm wrapping in, I've left one out of the competition, 2 and 3 are now getting wrapped twice. Snuggle those wraps up together and then open up number 3 and you can continue to add and add and add.
Yes, that makes sense.
When I had a bunch of them quite nicely positioned and put into an array, I just put a little kink on the back end to stop those from catching in the hair. You could coil them if you prefer, but I quite liked the sharpness of that. And then I used some of the 0.8 because it's quite firm in this style of hair piece, all the way around. And then just added 3 more bicones, which is all I had left. I burnt through all of the bicones in this kit.
To be fair,
they're lovely.
yeah, they are. Such a gorgeous colour. It's just proper English tea rose. It really is.
And they go so well with the gold as well. But I used my last 3 just on the front because I didn't want to cover. I didn't want to have all of my working on show. I wanted to have a lovely symmetrical spinning of the 0.8 along the top here, and then just those to highlight.
Lovely.
So that's one way that you can use them.
Yeah, okay.
Now, if you look at the circular pendant, which is nearest to Rae, you can see that there are a couple of the roses there. But what I've done is I've created that large circular pendant very similarly to how we created the frame for the cabochon in the ring in the first place.
Yeah.
And at the very ends, instead of making little eyes which we joined onto the heart, I've turned them into roses. So if I can lean across just in front, I don't want to be terribly
absolutely
rude.
No, do you know what? Let me bring it over so you can point it out, my darling.
So this would have been probably about a 20-inch length of the 0.8, which I formed into a circle. And then you can see the tail ends come up on the inside. And then the ends have had that exact same process that we've just done, and they've turned into roses.
Lovely.
So I'll show you how to do the little tulip bit next.
Lovely.
And then it's basically a case of tying it all together.
Yep, fabulous.
Which you can kind of just wind around your 0.25 to your heart's content.
Gorgeous.
So let me pop those little roses out of the way. And we will start with a length of wire that is around about 10 inches. Now this one I have preconditioned, and again with the 0.8 it's just a case of between thumb and forefinger. The coating is lovely and stable on this wire, and it is really beautiful to work with.
Yeah, I have to say the champagne colour is one of my faves.
It's gorgeous.
It's a really soft, inviting champagne colour. It's not too garish. It's not over. It's lovely. I love it.
There is a time and a place for a Midas gold, and there's a time and a place for a more delicate, lower key champagne.
Yeah, definitely.
Who doesn't like a glass of fizz now and again? I do. So I've got this length, as I say, is about 10 inches, but you could halve that if you wanted to use them as individual components. Now, these are super simple, and they will go anywhere in your designs. So 2 inches from one end, I'm just going to give that a little quick measuring. So I've measured about 2 inches here. I'm going to put a 45-degree bend here. So that dimension is around about 2 inches. I'm going to use the curve of my thumb to generate a nice leafy shape. It's supposed to be a tulip, but you know, all your own conclusions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm going to flip that over the other way. Now I've generated the first half, and pop a little point in. If you imagine the straight line was to continue like so, that's where we're aiming for that bend to be. A continuation of the straight line, which we interrupted with that little kind of leafy design, or petally design, I suppose. So I've just opened that out slightly, get my tools out of the way so I don't knock them. And this time we're going to use the flexibility and strength of the wire. So I'm going to pinch the tip of the design and just draw that back around. And can you see how that actually just wants to curve? I don't have to do very much to it for it to make a mirror image of my thumbprint. Once you're happy with that kind of size and shape, we're going to pinch that quite firmly, draw the tail all the way around and back to the front. So if I show you that on the side view, it's sticking upwards and away. Bringing this back to you, that's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, so we've done a complete circuit of the stem of the design. We now want this tail of wire to go that way.
Okay.
So I'm going to swap hands to a position that's comfortable to me and draw that tail of wire up over the top. I'm going to be a little bit artful and put a little bit more feature. If I just draw that wire out the way, I just put a little, just a little shape into it. You can leave it more rounded if you so desire, but it doesn't take much effort to personalise it. Now we've got a tiny bit of excess. We want to leave about 5mm of wire, which we're going to bend around the very end of that design, like so. Slowly is better because we want it to stay on the tip. If you're too quick and you bend it too far down, it will slide down the side and you'll end up with a wonky flower. Nobody wants, well, I don't know, maybe you like your flowers wonky, but that's the idea. So we're going to bring that tail all the way around and curl it so that it sits inside the design. If I just get that to straighten up and show two, you might be able to see that a bit better. So it's curved round and it's going inside that floral framework. Once I've got that curve going, it's safe for me to grip it together and then give it that last little squeeze. And what this last little squeeze does is just gets that to sit in a permanent position because the tail is now trapped between the outside of the frame here and the outside of the frame here. So that is your tulip design on one end. You would replicate that on the other end. So if I just measure the 2 inches, there we go, pop that curve ready to make the same design again. And then you could measure a distance that you wanted the stem. So let's have a look at how much that would be. I think probably another 2 inches, just keep it simple. So it took 2 inches of wire to create the flower head. We're going to have 2 inches of wire for, there we go. So you've got 2 inches of wire between the head and where my finger is now. We're just going to pop quite a gentle curve in there. I'm just going to measure 2 inches from the other direction just to show you what it will look like. There we go, bringing that back to the centre. And you can see that we've now got, you just got to imagine that's another one. Let me just pop that out of the way a second. You would work on getting a lovely curve in the bottom of the design, just very easily with your fingers, and that would be offered up against your framework that you made earlier. And then very, very easy to just pull that back around.
It's very, the wire is very friendly to work with, isn't it? It's
it is super to work with. Because you're looking at a 0.8, it's slightly lighter in weight, it's slightly more malleable, but if you take pains to work hard on that, running it between thumb and forefinger a couple of times, it won't go all wibbly-wobbly when you try to do this to it. It's possible to do it without, but in my opinion, I would much rather give it a quick go and then do this. And then that just sits inside the round framework, add some roses, add some swirls.
And you've wire wrapped it then with the smaller wires. The 0.25.
That's correct. It's just all held together with 0.25, decorative bail with a 0.25, a single rose, exactly the Macintosh rose that we made at the very beginning. In the middle, and then I had to add a slightly Art Deco a little bit at the bottom
why
there.
not? Absolutely. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's all about the vintage era. All the jewellery that you've made has just got such a beautiful vintage connotation to it, though, of that era. Whether you're sort of going for the more sparser look or the sort of heavier look, because there were during this period of time, jewellery was either ladened or quite sparse, because those that were kind of a little bit more forward thinking were going for more sparse, and those who still wanted to have that kind of status, they were really, really heavily encrusted, just gorgeous. Competition's closed. Competition has closed. Thank you for all of you. How many entries?
He just exploded. He just went...
That lot. They're all on to Dan's computer. Dan is going to sort through the correct answers now for you. And then, of course, we'll do the answers at the end of the hour for you, when, of course, we collect the winner for you. Dan's supercomputer will select the winner for you, and we'll let you know who's won the £70 towards attending a Jewellery Maker workshop with us at the end of the hour. Jem, thank you so much, my lovely. Really lovely to kind of work through different components and how they can be incorporated into different pieces of jewellery as well. Really, really lovely. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you for having me.
No, absolute pleasure as always. Thank you so much to Jem. Jem's still here for another half an hour, so get your jewellery questions in. We would love... Oh, here we go. This is from... Wow, Jem, you're awesome. says Tanya.
Mwah. Thank you, darling.
We like that.
I like that. I like that.
Dan's saying that there's so many messages coming in for the competition and saying how much people love you. It's hard to sort of cipher through and sort of sift through all of the how many people love you and who's entering the competitions. There is a lot of love for Gem, and so there should be. Thank you, my darling. Come back with me to the desk because we've got some Miss It, Miss Out coming up for you. Now, Gem is still with us. Gem is still... That sounds... When I say that all the time, it sounds like, you know, they're just about to kick the bucket or something. But you know what I mean? I think she's staying with us here right through until 10. She's still with us. She's still with us. She's with us until 10 o'clock, of course, tonight. Lovely to have your company. This is what, of course, you were competing for. £70 voucher for our workshop, well, to go towards attending one of our workshops. And hopefully, we'd love to see you. We really, really would. But of course, that will be there for you if you are the lucky winner at the end of the hour. Now, we have got for you in 20 minutes the most amazing deal on this. Keep your eyes peeled for this. This is so good. It is so good. Solid sterling silver, absolutely amazing labradorite, and that is coming your way very, very, very soon indeed. Looking forward to it. Now let's delve into Miss It, Miss Out. I have got full-on Miss It, Miss Out. I am just trying to see if... Oh, those barrels are there. Oh, so excited. Miss It, Miss Out. Check this out. Sky blue, graduated, beautiful opal. £9.95 on your screen. Peruvian. Beautiful, beautiful opaque blues coming away. Really bright. Again, if you've seen this at £19 and £14, it's amazing. You're all the way down to £9.95. Opalescence, amazing turquoise soft blues from natural unenhanced opal. And that is the thing about our Miss It, Miss Out. You are getting a chance to see strands that we've got lots of stock. You've got to make sure you're on those phone lines nice and early. It's 0800 644 655. And of course, you can join us online and via the web. £9.95 on your screen. Checking out on that one. Good luck. Yeah, let's do those beautiful barrels. Now, these are the last final moments. Now, I know you're not seeing that colour particularly well without a little bit of skin tone behind it. Aquamarines, morganites, emeralds. I am head over heels with this strand. Literally, if I had a necklace made of all of this, my dreams would come true. It is, you know by now that these are my joint favourite, second beautiful favourite gemstones. I adore them. We've got there's only 8 strands. Am I right in saying that, Dan? 8 strands. We'll go the lowest we can possibly go for you. They are enormous aquamarines, enormous morganites, enormous emeralds. $33.95 on your screen. 235 carats, that's 15 pence per carat. What? Absolutely enamoured. Look at those baby pinks, those aqua blues, those freshwater soft greens. Every single one of those, a massive deal and a half to get your hands on. $33.95, they are the last 8 strands that we've got for you in the world. And it is a jam-packed strand, literally top and bottom, jam-packed to the brim. $33.95, 0800 644 655. One postage and packaging price. Miss it, miss out, please don't. We don't want you to miss out on this beautiful strand. You may get more beautiful morganites on your strand. You may get more aquamarines. You may get more beautiful heliodors, but you're guaranteed multicolour barrel. Well done. Love those. Absolutely love them. Next, we've got for you. Excuse me. Last of stock. Baltic amber pendant. Very, very last of stock on this one. Lovely size amber. Really beautiful big bold piece. 23 by 21 millimeter Baltic Cognac amber twisted solid sterling silver round. It's a big pendant. A big pendant. 0800 644 655. Absolutely beautiful, big, bold beauty. Isn't that amazing? Now, bearing in mind, we've got lots of stock of these. The price is going to kick in on your screen. Make sure you're checking out. It's lots of stock. I've already got collectors who are there ready and waiting to get hold of this pendant, let alone when they've seen the price. So make sure that you're checking out. Very, very lots of stock. It is like molten golden sunshine in that beautiful pendant. Really quite something else. Huge amount of solid sterling silver that you're getting there. Very cleverly designed as well, because all of that beautiful open silver work makes it appear as if they're just blending in effortlessly with the inclusions in your actual amber. It gives that organic, beautiful shape for it. Check out on that one. Huge good luck to you. We're moving on to Miss It, Miss Out. What? Do you know what? This is such a fascinating strand. Isn't that unusual?
Wow.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? So unusual to see it set like this.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. And the surface looks so different.
Absolutely mesmerising.
Oh, wow.
Really, really unusual. 85 carats of concave cut tubes, graduated in size, but they are mesmerising, it's got to be said, without a doubt. Really quite extraordinary. Your amethyst that you've got there, 10 to 14 on the millimetres on the graduation, 18 centimetre strand, $39.95. Really great clarity green amethysts, as well as that beautiful soft pastel colour. Really lovely. Again, using these as they've been set, you could set them elongated as well, of course, as separators on a beautiful necklace. They are definitely ones that want to have maybe your spaces in between, so you get that beautiful fluidity on the bend on that, but they are gorgeous. What would you be doing with these gems, sweetheart?
I'd be making prayer bead jewellery with them,
nice.
because they have that beautiful shape to them. They remind me of Tibetan prayer drums, and I'd want them to be.
They've got an amazing
set so you
feel
can
to
move
them. Yeah, they have got an amazing feel to them. They are very tactile cut.
Yeah.
Because the cut is on the surface rather than normally you get it on the coulée on the underneath. That's where the magic happens, because there is definitely a tactility to them. They're beautiful. $39.95 on your screen. Last of stock. Good luck. Moving on to. Got it. Faceted. Now that's the first time in 10 years. First time in 10 years I've seen faceted Sharowite. I've seen it in cabs. I've seen it in beautiful rounds. Never ever seen it faceted. That's a first. Deep, deep, deep purples, magentas. 80 carats of graduated faceted Sharowite rounds, 6 to 9 millimetres, 17 centimetre strand. Coming in on your screen, not under 40 today, but under 30 for the luster stock on that one. Really unusual to see faceted Sharowite, because again, you've got so many patterns and swirls and beautiful mica flow inclusions on your Sharowite that to add then that beautiful luster, it is just another, it's almost like the fourth dimension going on there. $29.95 for the last 5. Now, when we say miss it, miss out, we absolutely mean it. We really, really do. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can, won't you? 3 final chances. Huge good luck to you. They are beautiful in their own right. They really are. All there for you. Now, it says Sharowite from Africa. I'm going to say no. That just annoys me, because that's just somebody actually not scrolling down properly. It's Russian. It comes from the Shara River Valley. Sorry about that. Anyway, moving on to... Yeah, gorgeous. More multicolour beryl. Proper pastels.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Look at those yellows. Those heliodors are bright, aren't they? Morganites, aquamarines, heliodors. 19 centimetre strand, 50 carat multi-colour beryl. Definitely some beautiful bright golden beryls on there.
Isn't it lovely to see them in rounds?
Definitely.
That's absolutely glorious. The colours are so eye-catching.
They're a pure colour, aren't they?
They are, but in that beautiful, delicate beryl fashion.
Very, very lovely. Pure pastels on your screen. At $39.95 for 50 carats of 6mm. Beautiful round, 7 strands left, 19 centimetre strand that you're getting there. pinks and blues and beautiful golds as well to boot. It's not often we get such a powerful golden beryl colour in a strand, so enjoy that if you get that on yours. Really, really lovely. Last 5 available. 0800 644 655. It's miss it, miss out all the way through until we get a chance to bring you that beautiful Labradorite connector. The price is amazing. The price is amazing. Okay. Yes. It is bizarre, isn't it, Dan? Because we've not seen anything like this for a long time. This is black matrix opal, and it just looks like a whole row of planets. Absolutely mesmerising. So what you get is the host rocks, and of course then the almost lightning ridge opal sort of flash of green and blue coming through in that beautiful matrix. Now it is, you really do get a whole host. Gosh, it does look like, they look like mini midnight suns. They really do. Massive size drill hole. Look at this. You're going to get a really substantial wire through that, aren't you?
You certainly are, and maybe some of the thicker threading materials, a faux leather or a faux suede or one of the satins perhaps, and that's going to take it across all of the genders. It's just one on a strand with a little macrame closure on the back is going to make a beautiful exclusive bracelet.
Yeah, really, really lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. $47.95 for the last of stock on those. Really is the last of stock as well, I'm afraid. You've got them 11 to 16 millimetres. 11 to 16 millimetres on that graduation. Now, for all of you who are messaging Dan saying, who's won, we'll reveal the winner and the answers in just a second before we bring you our showstopper, so make sure that you're holding those lines. Are you waiting with bated breath to find out who is the winner of the £70 voucher towards our Jewellery Maker amazing workshops? Yeah, absolutely. Should we do that now? Okay, so let's reveal the answers first. So the question that we asked was, first question was, in which year did the first Wimbledon Championship take place? The answer is 1877. The second question that we asked you in the 7 o'clock hour was, what type of what type which type of gem is the Black Prince Ruby? The answer is it's a spinel. What type of spinel is the Black Prince Ruby?
Well, technically it's a red spinel.
Yes, this is very, very
fine,
true.
it's
This
fine.
is very, very true. The answer is spinel. And then, of course, question 3. From which country does Labradorite originate? Canada. From the Labrador Peninsula in Canada. Those are the 3 correct answers that we needed, and we genuinely couldn't keep up with the huge volume of entries. Thank you so, so much. Every single one of those is in the computer. All the accurate and correct answers are all in the computer. And of course, they have been just tumbled around in our computer. Kerry actually pressed the stop button on this competition, and the computer has stopped on Arlene in Greater London. Arlene in Greater London, congratulations, big well done to you, Arlene. Well done, my darling. And thank you to everyone who entered and for answering your questions correctly. Arlene, the £70 voucher to come to one of our Jewellery Maker amazing workshops. Don't have to do anything, don't have to do anything else. Dan will sort all that out for you. You've got your customer, we've got Arlene's customer number. We've got Arlene's customer number, and of course we will wing those out to you. Well, we will wing your voucher out to you very, very shortly. Keep your eyes on the post, Arlene. Congratulations. Commiserations to everybody else. We'll run another competition very, very soon. Right. We've got a few more to squeeze in for you, and then we bring you our showstopper. Last look at it before we bring you a few more miss it, miss outs. Not long to wait for that. It's well worth the wait. Wait until you see the price. It's amazing. Dipping into box number. Puffy faceted rectangles of multicolour fluorite. All natural. A little bit of pink, a little bit of beautiful purple, loads of yellow, gorgeous greens and purples as well. All a natural strand. Lots of stock on this one for you. 21 centimetre strand, 11 to 18 millimetres on each of those beautiful faceted puffy rectangles. 140 carats at, really, Under £10. Under £10. Great job, isn't it?
I really love that cut.
Yes.
I mean, that is an amazing price. It's beautiful quality gemstone, but that cut
It's lovely, isn't
for
it?
multi-toned fluorite is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those two combined before.
It's
Spot on.
a really lovely chance to see fluorite worked in a different way, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Really
and it
nice.
has that beautiful fluory
Yeah,
glow
it does. And I
to
think
it.
lots of us, you know, we've seen sunshine fluorite a lot, but actually to understand that fluorite, it's the different elements within the ground that seep into the fluorite. It's the sulphur that makes it that amazing sort of sunshine yellow. Breaking news from Arlene. Thank you so much. It's my birthday next month, and I wanted to book a workshop. Now I can.
Whee!
Fantastic, Arlene.
Oh, the stars aligned.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
absolutely. Serendipitous right there, Arlene. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Well done, my lovely. Do you know which workshop you're going to go on? All the details should be on our website. Yep, for all of our workshops. Go and have a little nosy. See which one you want to go on. Well done, Arlene, my darling. Congratulations to you. Okay, if you go to our website, it says Learn at the top, and then you should be able to see where all the workshops are. Well done, Arlene. Okay, then we've got for you. So after the fluorite, Dan? Yes, I've got it in the little box. It is, yeah. We've got your, look at this. Ooh. It's got a lovely depth to it. Natural kyanite. Gorgeously saturated. 20 carats. Graduated faceted pairs, 5 by 11 mil, 7 centimetre strand, and they are your Himalayan beauties. Rich, delicious colour. Again, such a gorgeous gemstone to be able to work with. And when you see this gem, yeah, it does have banding, it does have zoning, but when you get this gemstone home and you see the individuality and the beauty of each of these, it is absolutely amazing. $26.95 on your screen for the strand. Again, beautifully natural and unenhanced. Amazing gemstone to work. Have you worked with any of our kyanite?
I have actually, yes. I made some beautiful rings with it, and I think that's a shape that you may not associate with making rings, but because of the size and that beautiful saturation of colour, I would absolutely want that on my fingers.
Yeah, they without a doubt, they are, you know, they are made for being shown off a little bit, I think, aren't they?
Most definitely.
Definitely.
And I must tell you that my first individual kyanite that I purchased several years ago was more than that whole strand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There we go. There we go. $26.95 on your screen. One more to squeeze in before the Labradorite. One more to squeeze in. Which one? There is a lovely emerald in 17. Dan, you are quite right, my lovely. Showstopper up next for you. Have a look at this. For those of you waiting for the Showstopper, I promise you the price is so worth the wait. So worth. Now, this is a Zambian unenhanced natural emerald. Last of stock. So please do make sure that if you want Gem Fields unenhanced natural emerald, you are checking out before you miss out. 17 centimetre strand, 2 to 4 millimetres on the graduation, 15 carats in total, and just amazingly priced for unenhanced natural emerald. Last of stock on this one though. We're going straight into our Showstopper for you before the end of the show. That amazing gorgeous pendant connector, of course, with some of the most outstanding labradorite. The price is astonishing. Make sure that you are joining us for it. $29.95 though for your emeralds, and so much more to squeeze in, and not enough time. We close the doors on the late show at 10 o'clock. 6 final chances on that strand. That's lustrous, isn't it? Really is. Make sure that you're checking out on those phone lines. Lovely to have your company tonight. Thank you so much. Hold those lines. It's Showstopper time. Now look, we've got, how many of these, Dan, are available? Is there? 105. Have we got full access to them because we're squeezing this one in? Oh, well, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's stop the show. Are you ready? No messing around, no messing. graphics to your screen so you can get this. Now, this has been on pre-order and it's had a lot of love on the pre-order. I know that you love our Labradorite as much as myself and Jem love our Labradorite, and so many of you message in and say there is nothing like, you know, JM's Labradorite. We know, and I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This is a beauty. I don't own Labradorite from anywhere else other than from our gem hunters who found this beauty for us and who sourced this Labradorite for us. That's amazing. It's like, and I know that it's just the most amazing torchlight in a forest there, isn't it? It's like the light is just glimmering through the trees. A mesmerising Labradorite.
It is absolutely mesmerising. It is the Northern Lights. It is the glow of a fire in the distance on the far side of your forest.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people having some beers and a party. And there's the glow of the fire, and you're walking through the forest, and it's not scary. It's all lovely, and you're going towards this wonderful, warm place, and that's where that's taking me.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Huge amount of silver again for you. Just going to rotate that round. You've got a 7 carat this time from Madagascar. Huge amount of silver coming through, as you can see, beautifully polished. And I mean, that's where the magic happens. Now, I will take it up to the neckline for you just so you get a chance to see. It's a beaut. If you pre-ordered it, you saw a price of $11.95. Yeah, under £10 tonight. I told you it would be worth it. I did say it would be worth the wait. If Dan could get this for us tonight, I did. Isn't that fab?
That is outstanding.
Oh, it's so good.
Well done for hanging around with us. Congratulations for sticking out to the last.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
And those of you who pre-bid on it already, who were like, I'm really happy at $11.90. I'm really happy at over 10. Yeah, now you're happier because you've grabbed it. And for those of you who've multi-bought, amazing. You can dial now on 0800 644 655. Beautiful portrait setting on the silver work on the surround. A 7 carat natural unenhanced Madagascar Labradorite set to perfection in silver, and loads of silver as well, 3.2 grams. Big connector that is also able to be opened, no problem whatsoever. You could just pop, I mean, that is perfect. Again, it goes not just on chain, but it goes on your cord, it goes on your ribbon, it goes on your silks.
Most definitely. You could add that to a macrame piece, a spiral, perhaps some seed bead work.
Yes.
So many opportunities. But at that price, I'd be happy to pay that just for the cabochon of that quality, let alone think of the work and the material that's gone into creating it into this component for you. It's absolutely astonishing.
Shepherd's hooks, earrings. It's a definite earring size, isn't it?
I would, absolutely.
Definitely. Yep. $9.95. Amazing value. I do have the triple connector. Do you want to? Yeah, of course we can. Lots of you said about the triple connector. I've still got a couple left for you. There it is. You want to see it again? That's a lot of silver at 9.5 grams, isn't it? A lot of silver at 9.5 grams.
Ah, that was exquisite.
Oh, she's having a moment.
I'm having a moment.
She's having a moment.
It's Labradorite that does it to me. I was just thinking, if you had chain round the back, 2 of those connectors, one on either side from collarbone to centre, and then the piece we've just brought you that went to $9.95 as a dropper from the middle.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Oh, that would be exquisite.
Yeah, so you're saying you've got the pendant there, you've got 2 of these either side on the neck. Yes.
Absolutely, and then chain and clasp at the back.
Gem, yes, definitely.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Now that's a look and a half.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I'm a lab addict.
So am I. And quite happily so.
Good.
It's not like a guilty pleasure. It's an out there, shout it from the rooftop one.
Absolutely.
Definitely. $27.95. Huge amount of solid sterling silver for you. And of course, you're getting 3 large ovals, 4 smaller rounds, all in a huge amount of silver at $27.95. Well done. Now, back tomorrow morning with you, of course, is lovely Carol. Oh, it's Eleanor. Oh, it says Carol. Okay. It's Elle. Elle's with you tomorrow morning. But she's back blonde, by the way, is our Elle. She's not got her mermaid hair anymore. She's back blonde, is our gorgeous Elle. She's back with you tomorrow morning from 8 o'clock. Of course, when we open the doors thank you so much for tonight. When are you back with us?
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, such a pleasure.
I'm back on the mid-show on Monday the 17th with Becky.
Lovely. Do you know what kit you've got yet?
Yes. Might have got one of my favourite gemstones in it. Not going to give too much away, but we've just talked about it quite a lot. So. Whoops, cat's out the bag.
A little bit of Labradorite then. So she'll be back with you on the 17th. What's the day today?
9th.
It's the 9th. What's the day? The Sunday. That means I'm back with you on Tuesday for the Late Show.
Whee!
Tuesday night on the Late Show. I will see you on Tuesday night for the Late Show. Have a great Monday. Listen, thank you for your company tonight. Congratulations to Arlene once again for winning the competition tonight. Thank you to all of you that entered. So many of you did. Thank you to Dan and of course to Kerry and to Ben and Becky tonight, the team, for your Late Show, and of course to you as well for tuning in. I hope you got your hands on that amazing must-have, and of course tonight's Showstopper as well. So tomorrow morning our doors open at 8 o'clock. Elle will be with you and the morning team. Until then, I will see you on Tuesday, and Gorgeous Gem will see you on the 17th. Yeah, take care.
Right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker.